Hello? Is this thing on? Well, I just realized I've been playing music this whole time and nothing's been coming through. Oh my god. I've been sitting there in quiet. Oh my I've been fucking jamming fucking bopping my fucking head the whole oh, fuck. Damn, dude. Well, damn, you can tell I haven't streamed in a hot minute. Oh my days, bro. Hey guys. Hi. Oh my god. I've been jamming out for like at least like 3 minutes. Here, I'll play Jam Mill's song. Oh my, I know, bruh. Oh, bruh, don't even look at me. Also, thanks so much for 100 bits. Don't even look at me. How about this? I'll play this song again. I played this song. Played first. Ready? Go. Uh, like a twin, twin. You know what I'm saying? This is the vibes I'm going with today. Oh fuck. Damn, dude, that's crazy. Damn. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. I'm bowing right now. You can't see me, but I'm bowing. But how are we doing? How's the vibes? How's everyone doing tonight, though, or today? I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a very iffy day, but I hope everyone's having a great day. Oh shit! Thank you so much for the 21 bits. Oh shit! Look at him, 121 bits. I might bust it down for you in a minute. But today's a very special day for me because I have my friend Sass here with me, and pretty much we're just gonna talk about literally just anything and everything. First, we're gonna talk about how the server's been doing, I guess, as a whole. Now, typically the way it is, I typically bring people onto the show, talk about their backstory. I feel like we got a complete understanding of Sass's backstory, you know what I'm saying, for her character and stuff like that. Here for the milk. Oh, brother. Yo, thank you so much for the 21. Damn, so 42 bits, 142 bits. Quick math. I was told milk would be involved. Absolutely. You get a bottle. You get a bottle. We all get bottles. What's up, PathX? How you doing, buddy? Hell yeah. All right. Hello, light on air. How's that work? Light on air. How does that work? Anyways, so yes, we're gonna bring Sass on, and a little bit later, there's gonna be a special guest here. I'm very excited about that, though. I want to oh, well, you might get that, to be honest with you. Maybe you might get that. What's up, fat panda? How you doing? I almost called you fatty panda. But yeah, so we got Sass gonna be here. Like I said, we're gonna be having a special guest coming on here. I'm not gonna say names. It's Flaws in the flesh, and we're gonna be talking a lot about the fishing and the new prison. Almost said pocket again. Prison stashes. So we're gonna talk about a lot of things. I hope that y'all have some milk. Hope you have some water or snacks. Make sure to drink y'all's lovely milk. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Sass in right now. Hang on, let me pause this. All right, hang on, and boom, right there. Okay, all right, boom. Hi there, Sass. Hi, I got that demon in my head. Oh my god, what the? Got a demon in his head. Look, see, look, new prison pocket would go hard. Yeah, I'm saying, as literally, you know, it's crazy. I literally told Sass this literally before I pressed the loud button. Prison pockets will go really hard, to be honest with you. Okay, you came in so great. I might have to ask you to do that again because I totally did not have you set up.
What?
Yeah, you have to.
What part?
All of it. You're gonna have to say. You have to say no, all of it again.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
We're a little rusty.
She basically says no. That's if you
No.
want the long
The
story
answer is
short.
no. Prison
Yeah.
pockets are not a thing, you guys. That can't be a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Let's do like a little brain activity, a little thought activity as a group, okay? whenever we add a feature to the server, we have to have a balance, right? So in order to prevent a prison pocket from being a power gaming mechanic, that means there has to be a check for that. Um, and so you can kind of imagine how that system would go and how uncomfortable that gets immediately.
I think
So no, I yeah.
here's my point of view. Hear me out though. You get forced to be bent over NRP, okay? Bent over emote, which would probably be like wooding or what was it called? I can't remember. Anyways,
Weeding,
weeding,
well, I think
weeding, and
is what
weeding,
you're talking
exactly,
about.
weed,
I was thinking
exactly.
more of like a lean flirt,
Oh
you
no
know, for
no
the good
no
with your
no!
man.
We need weed emote. You know what I'm saying? We need
I suppose
weeding emote
91
or
would go
twerk
hard
or
as well.
twerk or twerk exactly twerk,
Okay.
and
Right.
then the person would just the warm emoji. You know what I'm saying? The warm. They'd be like, all right, let me check your
This is
prison
bad.
wallet.
No, we
Let
can't.
me
We can't.
check,
No.
and then you add another emote where it's like they breathe on their hands, like okay, okay,
Oh,
all
they're
right.
warming their hands up to
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
I
You
don't.
know, I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
this
I
is a
don't like this
great.
at
I
all.
can't wait. I can't wait for this to be an Echo RP or known as ERP, which I cannot wait
Oh,
for. I can't wait for this. This is gonna work. This exactly. This is
yeah.
gonna. This is good. This is good work. Good work, team. Good work. All around, good high fives. Glad, exactly. I'm so glad
Oh,
confirmed too. To be honest with you, slow dance and
yeah.
exactly
Confirmed and happened.
slow dance too and
Yeah.
warmth. Exactly. That's exactly what I like to hear. But yeah, but unfortunately, I do think fine. Exactly. Take my money. Exactly. Take all my money. Um, I'm not.
Thank you. Thanks, Formal. Exactly. Formal has. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Formal. So yeah, I feel like I fear we cannot do that. We have enough issue with certain characters, including my own, who were like, I can only be searched by a woman,
Oh,
kind of a thing.
brother.
And so you can only imagine how that's gonna go.
Yeah,
We
but
can't. We have
yeah,
to like,
but then
you
a
know,
female cop can wear like a muppet. You know what I'm saying. So it's like either way.
I don't
Either
want to be a Muppet
why not?
personally.
Fuck.
Personally, it's just not my interest, you know.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Endless sold path. You could turn him into a muppet.
How did we get to prison pockets
I,
again? How did
uh,
this happen?
well, I saw someone because I told myself I'm talk about prison stashes, and someone said the can't wait for the new prison wallet, and I was like, okay, so here we go.
Stashes.
Yeah,
Stashes. Prison stashes got us to prison pocket again. Got
I
us.
am a meat puppet. I'm sorry, I caught you in 4K. I gotta screenshot this. So sorry, so sorry. I'm gonna put that as my new banner on Discord. Um,
Oh.
but well, thank you so much, everyone, for coming by this lovely talk show. Love how at the beginning of it we talked about prison wallets and you can wear someone as a Muppet. I'm so excited for
Oh
this.
god.
Can't wait for that. Um, but yeah. So the first thing I really want to talk about, to be honest with you, is a new stuff, two new things that Echo has recently added to Echo, which is the fishing is back. Big applause there. Good job there,
Oh,
and
yeah.
prison stashes. So I guess my first
Sure.
question is like, who's the kind of person that like adds like who has like okay, let me add this fish, this like who does that? Like I would like to know who has the mind to like just pick out what fish that I guess you can catch or whatever.
You mean the person who did all of the
Yeah,
fishing?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So we have one dev on our team who spearheaded the entire fishing thing. He's actually just incredible. The communication was insane. So let's talk about it a little bit. We do have play testing, but we had like a very small like alpha testing group on fishing. And they provided like a lot of feedback initially about how the fishing mechanic was working, how it wasn't working. And then we open it up to our wider play testing group. We call that our beta testing group. And throughout every step of the way, Marksman X is his Discord ID. He's the dev that did all of the fishing. He was just there. Every time we would put in a bug report, for for a minute there was a really fun bug where I don't even want to spoil it if you guys don't fish, but I will. So spoiler alert if
Spoil
you're
it.
not
Why
interested.
not?
If you're not
Spoil it.
interested, just
Yeah.
mute up for like the next 2 minutes, okay? But basically, there's this really awesome mechanic where if you're deep sea fishing, there is a possibility that you could get attacked by a shark. And so you'll just be deep sea fishing, like minding your own business, just trying to catch some mackerel or whatever. And a shark will quite literally attack your boat like Jaws. And so, I went out there in a tugboat just testing. and the frequency and capacity at which this shark was just, like, ramming into my tugboat, it sunk immediately,
Oh my
basically.
god. What?
So little bugs like that, like, need tweaking, like, fine-tuning or whatever. I have this crazy clip of it happening, but immediately, like, I mean, I sent that clip and I was like, "So, the shark attacking a tugboat is a little bit powerful. That thing went down in, like, 4 seconds," and he tweaked it immediately. Like, anyone who was a part of the playtesting can tell you, one evening, we were like, "Gosh, it would be so cool if we could like, fish off of Cayo Perico," and then literally the very next day, he had added over 25 fish just for Cayo. So he's just insane. Like, every idea that someone had, he, like, thought through it, implemented it, like, over the next day. It was just he's an incredible dev, very thorough. I think the new fishing system is really fun. It's kind of got, like, this, gotta catch it all kind of mentality, kind of like it's got, like, a Fishpedia, kinda like a Pokédex or whatever. So you're just fishing and you get this, like, dopamine rush, like, you're just like, "Oh my god, that's so fun," like, every time you capture a new species. And so it kind of, like, gives people more to do, like, going fishing in other areas, and then you're getting all these fun facts about fish. Like, there's, always gonna be some things that people believe can be tweaked, but it was actually just a well-made, like, very thorough, very engaging script, and people love the leaderboard system as well. So, he did a great job, he really did. Myself went into the update hype to give that dev feedback because it was just everyone loves it. Even the playtesters were we had the most amount of feedback for the playtesting of fishing than anything else, so far,
Well,
even
some
more than Battlefield. So,
battle more than Battlefield.
yeah, more people were playtesting at once doing fishing than we had in Battlefield, literally. So,
Oh my god. Damn. Well, actually, I'm glad you brought that up. So, when could you maybe see the near future that Battlefield could get an update? I'm not saying like update as in like I would say like the new way it works, like UI. I'm talking like just like variety of game modes. Or do you think that's already at like a good spot where it's at right now?
I don't really know. We don't get a lot of feedback about Battlefield, really. There is some, there people would prefer changes to like how the armor is working or whatever else, but I'm not really sure of what other game modes people would want. We don't want to make it um too similar to other Battlefield type of gameplay that other places offer. I think that Battlefield is fun and engaging, and people do still do it. Like, we, at our monthly staff meetings, will actually go over statistics of, who has the most deaths, who has the most kills, or, the most wins, or, like, for the past month or, like, over time, just because I find that data to be quite interesting, and it's just some people are very into it, I can tell you that. Like, thousands and thousands of kills and deaths. Of course, it has its own leaderboard, but, it is pretty fun, I think. Of course, we're always open to more suggestions. It's just I find that people don't tend to suggest much with it that's not just a one-for-one recreation of somebody else's script, which is not
Yeah.
something that we would want to do, but we're willing to expand upon it. I don't know how much resources we're going to spend on it because I find that whenever Flaws and I are mapping out future updates, we are genuinely more focused on new content. And we do like a little refreshers, little additions and stuff. Like we'll probably, we could consider different maps, different loadouts, maybe different game modes if we knew what people wanted. And we got some ideas from the feedback form that we did, but usually like when we're looking at we're trying to create something new because fresh content is better than recycled slightly adjusted content, I guess, if that makes sense.
Or no
So,
content at all, to be honest with you. Yeah.
yeah, sure. Yeah.
Car
People often
fighting. Ooh.
People often request car fighting or hop outs or
Not even
whatever.
that. Not even that. Like you ever saw maybe Death Race? You ever saw a movie
Yes.
with the car with the
Yeah,
guns on top of the car? That
of
type of
course.
car fighting would be like
Like, literally fighting with the
literally,
car.
literally. I think that's what's missing in Echo, to be honest with you. That would bring Jimmy back. That would bring Jimmy back from the
Yeah.
dead. From the dead. Do you hear
Okay.
me? From the dead. Yep.
Car
Yep.
fighting with
Yep.
with, you know, um, mounted guns. Okay.
Exactly. And
Let
also
me write that down.
Tron bike. Tron bike also. Yep. Even though you'd be
Like, fighting
obliterated.
from the Tron bike?
Yes. Yes. This, exactly.
Okay.
This. I don't know, but we're about to make it
People want a
real.
bite from the Tron bike, or they just want
Exactly.
the Tron
I
bike. I
think they
thought we
I
had
think
that.
I think they just want the Tron bike, to be honest with you. But it's okay though.
Okay.
It's all right. We can make it work,
Some, like,
hopefully.
Mad Max type stuff.
Yes, yes. You know what's crazy?
Okay.
I actually thought about this a while back. It would be really cool if like somehow, some way the speed like the basketball like place or whatever, that could be turned into thanks Zeke for
Basketball.
gifting to Death Race. Thank you so um but
W.
W get, yeah, but like have it to where it's like, just like the last I would say MLO, but the last map adjustment was there was like the actual racing, but like have it like that, but like dirt, and just have it, we can just drive around and like have like a mountain gun on your car or something like that.
I'm confused. What do you
Be
mean?
like like you remember the last time that basketball place got like redone inside, which was like a whole,
Oh, you're talking about, like, the Maze Bank
yeah,
Arena.
yeah, Maze Bank Arena,
Yeah.
yeah,
They had that, yeah, they put, like, a racetrack inside of it that
yeah,
you, like, teleported to or whatever. Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but make it towards the demolishing derby or something like that.
Oh, a
Like
demolition derby.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, I'm with
yeah,
it. So you
yeah,
just want to crash cars
and blow them up, but
and blow them up and shoot people
without
from
getting
the car.
arrested. But we can even slap on some damn VR headsets and call it VR if you want. I'm down for that. To be honest with
Yeah,
you.
people have asked for VR racing and stuff like that as well.
Ooh, that would be also very cool. One thing that you may not know about me is I'm slightly obsessed with Fortnite racing right now, and I feel like
Oh,
that would Arena Award. Okay, dude, Arena Wars. Listen, okay, I'm just saying it'd be cool to have some racing happening. Okay, that isn't
racing.
illegal. That isn't illegal. Okay, I can't
You
have a
want
crim.
legal racing.
I can't have.
I
I
feel like
can't.
you could, you just don't want to.
I just don't pay crim. Listen, crim is so stressful. We already had this discussion the 3 or 4 times you've been on this damn podcast. Okay.
I know, I just wanna encourage you to try.
No,
You know what I mean? Try.
I've already
I've
tried.
tried.
I've tried. I've really tried. You know who I tried with? Mr. Ink. And you know how that went? Fucking for 4 murders.
Right. Let's
That's
try crime that doesn't end in serial killing because you've
I
done that several times.
I have. I can't help it, man. Listen.
Dude, get a petty criminal, go rob an ATM, you know what I mean?
Uh,
Like, work your way up to Evangelicos and just stay there. Like,
I
don't go to,
can't.
like, a
I can't.
G6,
I
like,
can't. I
you know?
can't. I can't. I really tried
Why?
because
I actually my favorite, like, crime strip that we have in the server is Vangelicos. I think Vangelicos is so, like, thorough and engaging and fun to do, but I think that, you know, all the other ones are fun too. I think that there's a lot of RP opportunity with, like, ATMs and stuff that people do. I think that, personally, I never liked doing the banks, like Fleekas or Pax or Politos. I think the hacks are fun, but it's just not my type of role play personally on my
Well,
crim. But, Vanjie's very fun, 10 out of 10.
listen, for right now, okay, Crim just feels very just like if you don't have a squad with you as soon as you fucking get off that damn train, you're in the
Yeah.
dust. And clean those houses.
Oh,
Again, if you don't have a squad with you as soon as you land off the damn train, bus, car, or sewer drop or whatever, you toast, kid. You might as well pack up your bags. Get the heck out of there. I don't
do you
know.
think that do you think that it's hard for people to okay, let me ask this question. Do you think that
Okay.
it's harder to go up to a group of, like, very
Yes.
clearly thugs,
Yes.
or
Yes. Yes. Yes.
do you think that it's
Yes.
harder on the player who's new, or do you think it's the people who are established not engaging with the new person? Or is it both?
I feel like it's probably a little bit of both. My fear is that like if I don't talk to him with a certain thug way, whatever that may be,
Yeah,
but
the
it's
street urchin
the street
method.
exactly the street
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
I feel like they'll just go, well, you're not cool like us. I'm like, you're right. I'm not. I'm
Oh,
really not. So it's like obviously, I don't,
see.
obviously my RP, I don't really need nobody to really help me coach, but Crim RP,
Mhm. True.
I is so foreign to me. I don't
Yeah.
get it. But at the same time, like it's very cool. I really like it how people just
Yeah.
taking by a hostage. I love that. I love
Yeah, it's a very valid role play style
exactly. It
for a lot
is
of people. Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
I just can't unlock it. I mean, I think I can't remember the other character I had who he literally he had his truck. He drove in this alleyway because he saw someone walking, and the girl got all the way towards the other end of the alleyway, and I was just like, I tried to run to her, and she She outwalked me. She get completely out of my view. And I was like, well, damn. All right. So I ran back to my truck, kidnapped somebody, took him to a store, and I told us,
Okay.
I said, stay right here. Don't run out. It took me 30 minutes to
Yeah.
do this fucking lock to get this damn
On
dirty
the safe.
money. Yeah, the safe.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah,
stood
it's a
there.
hard
She stood there, by the way, guys. Let me just tell you. She literally stood there and she said, you finally get it? I said, yeah. And I literally just like took her back to where she,
and how could it even come, right? Yeah.
yeah, they didn't. That's actually fucking
Yeah.
crazy. They absolutely
Yeah,
did
well, I
not
mean,
come. And
yeah, and, it's funny that you even brought a hostage to the store because a lot of times criminals just don't even do that,
yeah, but I just thought that like I thought I was supposed to
yeah,
really immerse myself and like, oh my god, I'm taking someone's life with me
yeah,
right now. It's my life, not
yeah.
yours.
I actually have a
Like,
really funny story about the store hack. We like as a staff team when we were doing like a rebalance of the crime at one of our last updates, just to make sure that things were like fun or whatever. We had if you guys know Badgie, like Philip Badger, the cop, like the fat cop with the beard, he's a trooper.
I know him, yeah.
We had yeah, we had him do a store robbery. Just run through it, see if it's easy to do. Like, we were reconnecting things together. This man we were all in a call together, just trying to engage each other, trying to help each other through the hacks. And Badgie, the man who plays Badgie, is full on pounding his desk, just raging out, screaming because he cannot do the hack on the safe. Like he's like pounding his desk, he's screaming, he's throwing his head back, he's like pushing his chair around his office. He's like, "Oh my god, I can't get this." And I'm like, "Badgie, it's okay, it's all right. We'll have someone else test it. Like it's not that big of a deal." But he just, for whatever reason, he could not get it. And I feel so bad every time he responds to a store. I just know inside he's burning alive because that person was able to get into the safe when he could not. I mean, he was doing it for like 40 minutes, just absolutely screaming. Um,
Valid
very
crash
valid crash
out.
out.
Very
Yeah,
valid.
very
Very
valid.
valid indeed. Oh
Yeah,
my days.
hilarious. So I understand that it is, it's got a learning curve on that hack, but yeah, most like I said, most people just kind of go in, they hit the cash registers, they hit the safe, and they get out of there. Um,
See me, I'm like, get the hostage, make sure that they know I
mhm,
won't kill them unless they run away from me, and then go in the back, fail, takes me about 30 minutes, come back out.
mhm,
They judge me, be like,
mm,
You finally got it?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then they just walk away. That's I can't
yeah,
remember the exact date, but I'm
that's
pretty
fair.
sure that was probably 2001. I'm pretty sure that was probably the
Okay.
last time I've ever played like a crim. I'm pretty sure. Uh,
2001?
I'm pretty
That's
sure.
24 years ago, dude. What are you talking about?
2021, my bad.
Oh,
2021,
okay.
my bad.
It's like,
My
hold
bad.
on.
My bad. My
I
bad.
haven't been here that long.
My bad.
No,
My
no, no.
bad. My bad. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
2021. I'm pretty sure that's probably the last
okay.
time
Sure.
I ever played an actual crim. I actually joined a gang, and I'll never forget
Wow.
that they were like they said something about TV, and I said, "Oh, damn it, nigga, what?" And I'm like, "Ah, I forgot to put Ellen on my TVR tonight," and they stopped it right and said, "What, Ellen?"
Ellen. Very thug, culture. She is yeah. That's what the thugs watch is a little Ellen DeGeneres.
Exactly, exactly. And every time I shot a gun on them, I would close my eyes. Oh, see, close my eyes and just start aiming anywhere and start shooting. And just yeah.
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 No, it's because you're role playing a character who,
Exactly. That
does
does not
so. I
know
mean, that's
anything at all
yeah.
about guns or anything like that. Yep.
That's valid, that's fun. That's a good way to do it. I think that's probably the best way for you to integrate into Crim RP is to still do it with your, uh, you know, your elements
Uh,
of it. At least you're still having fun instead of like, I don't want you to look at the appearance of the criminal, like, culture on Echo, I guess, and be like, "I have to be one of those." Like, pick any random street gang member and, like, let me emulate what they do. Like, that's not how you should be, a gang character or a criminal character. You should still have all the elements of a character that you actually wanna play, and then just integrate crime into what they're doing. That's you know, you and I have talked extensively about people's need to, like, actually fully draft out their character, like, their background and, like, their likes and dislikes, things that they would do, wouldn't do, values that they have, aspirations, and things like that. Um, I think that's super important, but I feel like a lot of people find that to be difficult to do, so they kinda just, like, fall into what they've seen other people do. So, like, they're looking at other crim role players and be like, "Well, this is what they do, so this is what I guess I'm gonna do."
right.
I don't think that's as, immersive. It's not as fun. It's not as engaging for everybody if everybody does the same thing. So I
True.
prefer your kind of crim. You know what I mean? I just wish that you would actually lean into it a little bit
Oh,
more.
jeez. Oh my god, bruh. I just, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I really, El Karim was it El Karim? I mean, honestly, I really I love taking L's. You know, I love it. I absolutely don't like taking any dubs. Unfortunately, my Mr. Ing took so many dubs, which dubs as in like murdering a lot of people in character. But
See, that's what I mean. You go from like 0 to 100. Like there's petty crime you could do. You don't have to go straight to serial killing. Like that's like end game. That's like the end of your character.
well,
But you're
for
just like,
well, for
let me put on a clown nose, some face paint. I'm gonna start murdering
first
people.
off,
Why don't you
okay,
just like rob a
Guy
store?
Guy
Get
Beck
that.
has not murdered anybody since he put the clown nose on. Let me just clarify that. Guy
Yet.
Beck has not yet.
Yet.
Nobody murdered him. Nobody's murdered. Hasn't murdered anybody yet. Um,
Yet. Keyword.
but yeah, but I don't know. I think I feel like the reason why I go 0 to 100 so quickly whenever I'm like creating like a very off the wall character is because Mr.
Uh-huh.
Smiles. At the end of the day, I feel like Apollo Crime. Jesus. Um, hey, true. I mean, I never played a character that's a cannibal, but I have heard
Yeah.
some stories that's actually really fun, and that's the easiest way to get into a 5150 or night or just
We
like
don't
get.
have that anymore.
You don't have that anymore?
We don't do 5150s. We don't do diminished capacity, like none of that. We just it gets too weird and too uncomfortable. So we just like stopped acknowledging that as valid role play. Like if they want to say that they're crazy, they have to like go deal with that without involving everybody else and then we just pick up after they've like healed or whatever. Like there's no I'm not going to 5150 a person and then it just makes EMS uncomfortable. It makes PD confused, DOJ is confused. Just I don't know. It wasn't like ever a fully mapped out system. So we just stopped dealing with a diminished capacity kind of role play. You can't just like say that you were crazy to avoid punishment on the server. It's kind of like you need to have a little bit more thought process into your role play, I guess, and then deal with the consequences of it if you get caught. Some people don't get caught. Some people do.
To be honest with you, I really wish I would have done that instead of doing that whole crazy fucking Jimmy time. I think it was like 4 years ago. I'm pretty sure where
Well, we had
like
it back then, yeah.
oh yeah, we had. Well, yeah, my goal
I
was
mean, back then.
civic expression. Bro, we haven't even went through the most recent one, bro. We haven't went through the most recent one. I feel like there's still a lot of like civ stuff that you can do. Now, my point of view with the
So,
civ stuff
yeah,
is
let's talk about Civ stuff. Sure.
obvious. Are you sure? Is that okay? I'm sorry. I know we're going off the script right now. So
No,
sorry
no. I
about
mean,
that.
like, let's. No, no, no. We don't really have a script. We're kind of out of
We're
practice.
on we're on
Let's
page
follow the train.
we're on page 50 right now of our script, guys. Don't you worry.
Yeah, like, literally have like paper
You
here,
hear
and
that
just
paper?
notes
You hear
everywhere.
that? You
You
hear
hear this
that? You hear that? You hear
immersion in the
can't
paper?
couldn't hear that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like right now,
Yeah.
I don't know, like I guess like civ stuff like, obviously you can sell hot dogs, you can sell popcorn, you can work at a business, or you can be a
You could own a
or you
business,
can own a
own a gas
business, you can own a
station.
gas station, which by the way is the hardest job you can ever have, by the way.
Which
It's
one?
the gas station.
Is it?
On Max.
I've never owned one.
Well, because I think the reason why it's so hard is I made the gas so cheap, like
Oh,
dirt cheap. Like at each regular gas was a
okay.
dollar, and then the fancy gas was like $2. And
Oh,
yeah, I didn't make
what
no
did you do
money.
that to yourself for?
I just wanted to get
Alright.
back to the community. I think that like at the end of the day, like yeah, I can make a lot of money if I made the gas like a little more expensive. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I mean, people. Let me tell you, people were lining up my gas station, like an actual
Mhm.
gas station. Like people were actually lined up. It was actually craziest thing I think I ever experienced in RP. Was it
Yeah,
the
because they were taking
craziest?
advantage of you. Hello.
Exactly, and it was so cool. Like I'm telling you,
That's
like,
awesome, yeah.
but unfortunately,
Great for roleplay.
I wasn't able to hire anybody, and whoever did hire, they wouldn't even fill up the daggone gas. So I was like, well, I guess I'll take the money out
Oh.
and just about out of all the money I'm paying that damn gas station, 5K. Isn't that crazy?
But that's
Um,
good, though. I mean, like, that I mean, you had something to do. You were giving back, like,
yeah,
you're the type of person who would do that, you know what I mean? So, like, I get that. It's
yeah,
understandable.
yeah. I
A
mean,
lot
I
of
don't know.
people don't.
Oh, I know. Trust me, the fucking $5.
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh my god, bruh. Like, I
I
get it.
actually couldn't tell you the last time I filled up gas. I literally only drive police cars, and then I'll take a cadet out, and I'll have the cadet fill up the car
Oh my
or
god.
or whoever I'm writing with will fill up. I can't even tell you the last amount of gas that Astrid or Blair anybody has paid for, to be honest.
I actually have a challenge for
Crazy.
you. I just thought of that. I actually have
Okay.
a very big challenge for you. Okay.
Okay, sure. I'll listen.
Okay. So instead of having, Astrid or any other character that's actually kind of established, right? Why
Yeah.
don't you literally make a new character? Just
Uh-huh.
don't have any plans. So literally just walk into the city and whatever comes, say sure. Okay, sure. Why not? Even look on your
Okay.
phone like if
So
they
I have a problem with just the basis of okay, well, okay, first of all, let me take a step back. I
okay.
actually recently did this, but I actually did it with a goal, because okay, here's my thought process on new characters. There's 10 character slots. I have 10 characters, okay? So I recycled one so that I could make an old character that I've brought back, but she's not established. She has nothing, right?
Mhm.
Um, my goal was to see how difficult it is as a new person to become established. So my entire goal was to go through like the city hall process of working career jobs and seeing one if they work because I find that a lot of times in the server people will do what is most effective. I guess is a nice way to say that. They will min max their way to pension instead of going through and working it, or they'll run into like a speed bump or some kind of an issue with one of the career jobs, and rather than reporting it, they'll just be like, "Well, it doesn't work, so let's just move on to something that I know does work, or maybe is more engaging or more fun or something." So my whole goal, her name is Crystal, formerly Crystal Metheny. That was a little bit too memey, so now her name is Crystal Crank. Um, but her entire thing is that she has nothing. She has nothing of value to her name at all. She has the clothes on her back, and she's just literally trying to scrape herself up from the bottom and learn how to do everything. I had to like go through like learning how to manually drive cars, get her driver's license just to see what that new player experience is basically. Because I've been on the server for 5 years. You know what I mean? Like Astrid is ingrained in quite unfortunately everything.
Yeah.
And Blair and like many of my other characters. You know what I mean? So the whole point of Crystal is to literally have that new player experience. What can you do? What can you not do? Like what do I not know how to do as a new player? Um, and it took me a while to get people comfortable enough to interact with her to teach her things. So like I'm learning some things. Also, I'm like a one voice Andy, to be honest.
Oh,
So
really? Oh
I
shit.
I mean, kind of. I've got like one voice, like two accents, and then like I for Blair and Naomi, I've got like a little voice changer action happening for them. It's kind of slightly, it's like a slight pitch adjustment, but um, so I find that when people figure out that it's me, that things change. I don't know if that's privilege or fear or what that is. You know what I mean? But it can take a while for people to engage. And so that's why I asked you that question earlier. If you think that it's on the player, because I think that I'm quite comfortable approaching any character to engage. So I don't know if that's like a problem that some newer players would have, or if it's more on the receiving end. Like you've approached a group of people and they're literally just like airing your shit out, you know?
I
Yeah, no, I
think
have
I don't know.
done that.
I feel like I don't know, like the way that I think, right, is I know it's not healthy to think about this, is like literally that everyone
Okay.
fucking hates me. Okay. I know it's not
What?
I know that's not a good I know that's not a really good mindset to have. Hey
Okay,
Panda, how you
yeah,
doing?
not
Um
true.
but oh, by the way, like before I forget this, hang on, let me do this. All right, listen, if anybody wants any art done, all right, Panda drew all of this by hand. No AI is
Everything is
not
human.
allowed.
Yes.
No AI allowed at all. She drew the mug, she drew Jimmy, she even drew herself right beside me, and she drew
Yeah.
Sass, aka
Yeah.
Astrid, and there's chairs and the background. Mwah,
Did it all.
such a great artist. If you need any art done, anything, click that link. It'll send you to a great place that you can
Yes.
actually commission some great art. So,
Yeah. She's done all of the art for, like, all 4 episodes that
mhm.
I've been on and all the other ones that
Well,
you've been on, so
all of them. She's been the main
yeah.
artist that does all the drawings on everything.
Yes.
So if you need any art done, make sure to hit her a line.
Yes.
And yeah. But I
And
don't
eat her
know.
ice cream too, you
Wait,
know?
what?
Eat her ice cream in
Oh
character.
yeah.
Full meta.
If you full meta, if you want some ice cream and you see crazy on Twitter, make sure to tell her hi or something like that. Something like that. You know,
Something.
something. But
Go
I don't
buy some
know.
ice cream.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I think it's both of them. I feel like
Could be both. It
I
could
think
be.
it could be both, just because, again, like I said, no, it's not healthy to think about this. I think literally everyone hates me. So it's like,
Mm.
oh, okay, well, I better just kind of keep my mouth shut and just kind of move along. Or if someone does say
Yeah.
hi to me, I think, well, they're obviously they probably think I'm someone else, so I better just ignore them. You know, like
Mhm.
no matter what, I know it's unhealthy, but it's just the truth, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
And
Uh,
I'm trying to think of like some like time that was like super. Honestly, the only thing I think of is Mr. Smiles. To be honest with you, just how like rude that one guy was towards me, just because I was a damn
yeah.
clown. Literally, like it was so
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Such a weird time.
And
Yeah.
I feel like that's still kind of with me, just because like I'm so scared that like, and honestly, every interaction I've had on Guy Beck, which is my other clown character,
Yes.
um, which I don't know. I feel like at any time that my characters and honestly, the reason why I kind of make my characters a little different or very odd, I'm addicted
Mhm.
to that type of stuff. I like having something
Yeah.
that either that be face or something he wears or something like that. And if I see something
Yeah.
in the clothing store that may like, oh, it might start a conversation. Sure, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I think that's important too. Like, I don't even like Crystal, the character that I made. Like the staff team laughs, but I literally made her look like how do I say this like nicely? Like a meth addict, I guess. She's
oh
got like
Jesus.
little like burn marks around the mouth, and she's got a beak. Like she literally looks like a Who from Whoville. Like her nose is just like elongated and it's got just like a really sharp peak, and it's long and it's funny. But like that's who she is, and she kind of like plays in this character. She goes between like looking like a chav and like a I don't know like a chola and like a homeless person. I don't know, but like that's part of like the bit. Like if you make your characters identifiably different, like quirkily, like they have their own quirks, they have their own identity, they have their own things, like it makes it a lot easier for me to engage and immerse myself in that character whenever we're trying something new. But to your point of how we even got here, I do think that it's a valid point to disconnect from your like experienced character, your very well established characters, and utilize those extra slots to kind of like re-ingrain yourself or get involved in something new. I even like not to like drag my own staff team, but I literally did set up an entire section of our staff Discord to try to encourage them to do the same. Because I genuinely am very interested in improving the new player experience on Echo. It's hard for me to understand what that is. That's just why I've made Crystal to kinda, like, go through that whole process. But I want new players to be able to come in and have, like, a clear understanding of what to do, and to make that as easy as possible for people to come in and get established. Nobody wants to, like, start over, but if they are starting from scratch, they have no choice but to do that, you know what I mean? So, like, it should be an easy and enjoyable experience. So, I've been contemplating kind of tasking some of our recognized role players to assist with that because I put it out to my team and they didn't really seem super interested. Like I got a couple bites here and there. Um, but the problem is that we're all quite really established and it's hard for them to disengage from their responsibilities. Some of us have a lot of responsibilities in the server.
Well, yeah, I feel
Um,
like
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like not even just a stat. I feel like once people uh I'm one voice Andy. It was just so funny story about that
I mean,
path.
yeah, I mean, Formal does have one voice. It's true.
So I will say this. I relate to that and so wholeheartedly. I think I already told this story. I'm sorry if you hear it again. But
Well, tell it again.
so I made Cree Frost. I don't know if anybody in here knows who Cree Frost is. He was my first ever photographer character. He's the guy that literally started Moments Photography. Fast forward, he died. Anyways, from a heart attack, at least some very random. But I literally
Yeah,
remember once I made Cree, old guy. All right, dude. All right, bro.
true.
All right, Ant. All right.
Valid.
Okay.
Well, he's not
But
wrong.
okay. So I remember I once I made him, I went to THC, and as
Yeah.
soon as okay, okay. So I went to THC, and I walked in there, and Thor Hall was in there, and he says, "Hey man, can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take some I'll take a joint." He goes, "Oh, Jimmy, is that you?" And I was like, no, I'm Cree Frost."
That's crazy.
"No, you're Jimmy. You're Jimmy North." I'm like, "I am not Jimmy North. I am Cree Frost." "Nah, I think you're Jimmy." I was like, "You know what? I'm good. Actually, I don't want
Here's
any
my ID
joints."
card. Here's my ID.
Literally. I
You
was
Wow.
I was just like, I was like, you know what? I said I'm good. And ever since then, I made Kree allergic to weed. And if anybody ever curious why I made Kree
That's
allergic to
true, he
weed,
was.
I
Yeah.
that's literally my strike onto Thor Hall. If Thor Hall sees this,
Dude,
motherfucker, fuck you. Okay. But
he must have just been really high, you know
I
what I
don't I
mean?
don't know what his fucking deal. It literally I was panicking. So I'm like, oh my god, the one thing that I thought was gonna happen to me literally happened to me. The whole time I was like, oh my god, so it's gonna force voice ID me and say, hey Jimmy, literally what
Yeah,
happened? The first 10 minutes, by the way, 10 minutes.
yeah,
It
yeah. I'm sorry that happened, but it is funny.
is very funny indeed. And you see, what I'm saying very like I don't know, but yeah, it's yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like honestly, I feel
It can
like
be hard. Yeah,
it really is. I will say I'm very fortunate that I can make a lot of voices.
yeah,
A lot of strange voices. A lot of Jimmy voice, which I honestly I can't remember who said it, but I think it was the new milk guy, the cop guy. Um,
yeah,
he
that's
was
Formal's,
yeah
like,
he
Riker's little brother. What is his
he
name? Pedro.
Pedro,
Pedro
Pedro,
Constantine.
yeah. He told me that my voice sounded like I was from Michigan. And I was like,
Oh,
Jimmy's voice sound like a Michigan? I was like, oh, sure, sure, I'm from
we'll lean
Michigan.
into it, sure, yeah.
Sure, sure, we'll lean in,
The
sure.
sewers of Michigan.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. I was like, sure, why not? But I don't know, like I feel I don't know, sometimes like whenever I'm walking around my house and I'm also fixing like my dinner or lunch or whatever, sometimes I catch
Yeah,
myself attempting new voices. And I'm trying to like I'll say some random stuff like around the
yeah,
house, just yelling at top of my lungs. Like when I was doing Jason. I don't know if I can do
yeah.
Jason Bucket, but
Jason.
sometimes I might swing around here a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like has a voice like kind of like this, like I might close my voice up a little bit. Uh Jimmy got that New York accent. I have a New York voice, really? Jimmy does? Oh shit. Um but I don't know. It's just like sometimes I catch myself like trying to do new voices, trying to create even a character just through my voice. But
Yeah.
sometimes I can't do it. Sometimes I just kind of go, all right, well,
Like, sometimes I'll try, like, a new accent, but I lean pretty heavily into, like, Texas, like, Southern for, like, my Judge character. I've tried to lean into, like, a little bit, like, more Boston-y, like, New York, like, North Atlantic. It just doesn't it's hard to stick for me. I struggle with it a lot, but, yeah, it's hard. I mean, and to your point with the Thor Hall situation, it's not that you really need to be able to have a different voice because people should be able to look at you and be like, "Okay, yeah, this, geriatric man with a gray ass pompadour is not little Jimmy North with his short shorts and green hair." But, um,
I just
but sometimes it helps, you know?
I still can't believe how Thor Hall fucking handled that situation. Like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I literally said no, I'm Cree Frost. He goes, no, I think you're Jimmy. I was like, you think I'm Jimmy? What? I have gray hair and a fucking
Yeah.
big ass. Oh god, dude.
Yeah. It's clearly a different character. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know.
That's yeah. That thing shook me to my core, and I literally
But, like, to
immediately
your
got
point,
off.
before I started using, like, the pitch adjustment on Blair, I couldn't be at PD as Blair with Astrid even when I switched Astrid's pet. Astrid literally has a ped that is 15% smaller than other peds, and people would see Blair and come up to Blair and call her Astrid, and I'm like, "No." Like, did I grow, like, 4 feet? Like, what happened? So, I mean, it's just, people it's hard. It's easier if you can do voices. I get it.
I would say easy, obviously, but like I
Um
I would say I don't know, like I don't know. Squeaky Toy Blair. Oh my
I've got
god.
this idea about Blair being like, very customer service. So I feel like that more high pitched her voice is, the less intimidating she is, which she would think is a good thing. Like that's why she runs stupid now. She walks quick because she's like, this is the least intimidating walk that I can do, and people will not be intimidated or scared of her. Um, so like yeah, she's very like uncanny valley is like the only way I can describe Blair. Like she's supposed to make you uncomfortable, but it's because she's trying so hard to be like the perfect example of customer service. I try to make her very nice and sweet and like saccharine, you know what I mean? Um, but it comes off like very eerie and scary and robotic, which I think
Well,
is
I feel like that's something that you can absolutely kind of lean in.
yeah,
It's like,
absolutely.
oh god, it's Blair. Oh jeez. Why is she walking like that? But to her, it's like I'm just
Yeah,
walking like most less intimidating, but actually, it's like very intimidating
yeah,
just because like
yeah.
it's very good, Very goofy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, this is how all the thugs do in the South Side, so it's, like, very, this is what they would be used to. This is, like, home to them, like, this is gonna be very comfy. I
Not
don't know.
home, not home to them. That's fucking crazy though. What
You know
the
what I mean? Like, that's how she would look at it. She's like, "This is the least like," she would do it on, like, a factor scale. She would literally be like, "According to statistics, this is the statistically least offensive walk style that I can do, so I'm just trying to make you comfortable." You know what I mean? Like, she's a little weird character. I like her, but
true.
I haven't got to play it very much.
Well, like I will say though, is that how much Echo has changed since literally the beginning of time to now. Like
Yeah,
I feel
like
like,
from Envy days.
oh yes, and if anybody from Envy, give me a dub in chat if you don't mind. W.
If you were
Sorry.
here when we were NVRP, we know.
W W. But I don't know. It's like whenever I think of like Envy days, and
Yeah,
obviously ownership was completely different, complete vibes were completely, you know,
it was different.
it was very different.
You and I have talked about this before.
Oh yeah, and I would look. We're
And
gonna
the
talk about
community was smaller.
we're gonna be talking about this again. You know what I'm saying? We're
Let's
gonna do
do
it
it.
again. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Um,
Run it back.
I've run it back exactly. I think honestly, I feel like the reason why a lot of things have been feeling a lot more different for me personally, and I've definitely noticed this until after we talked about this first time, was that
Mhm.
I feel like that because the server holds so many people, and obviously like some story they might come around, might come to max or whatever. But I feel like the reason why the stories came a lot quicker to like let's say Jimmy or Cree was because it was a lot smaller, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I'm gonna say this right now for the on the record. I'm not saying we should lower the count. Let me just say that real quick. Okay, I'm not saying we should,
Mhm.
but I'm saying that there was such a huge difference in just like how close the story was to even with Jimmy, even though Jimmy wasn't even part of it. Jimmy just was it was his front row seats.
Yeah.
To the story.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
let's say Astrid and Mason. Like that story right there was so beautifully
Yeah.
ruined. Fucking love it.
That
Like
was a good arc. Yeah, that
good
was really
arc.
good.
It's such a good, and honestly, Mason carried it on his damn back. To be honest with you, like
He did.
I
Yeah.
just, I don't know, something about that. And also, can I just say, Snake Boy story? That story was really good too.
That
To
was
be honest
good.
with you, that
Yeah.
was a great story. Um,
And then after that is when we started increasing slots, so the engagement on those things went down a lot. Like, even, like, the not to, like, blow this up, but, like, even the creation of, like, Legacy was, like, the entire community was just engaged and involved in that because there were, like, only 100 of us on the server at a time. I
uh-huh,
think our server count used to be, like, what, 77? Then we
yeah,
kicked it up to 177, some weird random number like that. But like every single thing that people were involved in, like the mayor situation was huge and everybody cared because everybody knew everybody and everybody was involved. So when the mayor gets decapitated, everybody knows about it. Everybody saw it or and it just over time things kind of like grew. There's more people. You can't be involved in 350 people stories. You might be able to be involved in like a 100 people story, but 350 you're starting to push it. There's like a lot of differences. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely a lot bigger. I think it's good because it gives more people the opportunity. It is in a way kind of nice to not know things all the time. I get told
true.
things like things get brought to me and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like I have no idea and it's like tea, you know what I mean? Because I haven't been involved in every step of the way, but I mean there was a time where I knew everything was happening in the hospital. I've never had an EMS character. You know what I
Oh my
mean?
god, Jesus.
But not anymore. Now I have to, like, be told, like, second or third hand, like, I'm degrees away from the situation, which is good in its own way. I feel like the stories are different and that they feel different. Um, like, I'm assuming because I can't verify because 'cause I'm not engaged with it as much, but I'm assuming that people are still having the same amount of depth in their role play, but, we're just not involved in the front row seat of it anymore. You know what I mean?
I I guess just like I don't know, like I guess the thing I really miss most of
Yeah.
just like I mean, this is coming from someone who's like obviously had pretty crazy stories, and obviously I was obviously doing it so I had a front row seat, but I guess I just miss just kind of like just I wouldn't say feeling or having any type of witness of it. Just like I just miss seeing crazy stories happening. I guess in Echo.
Yeah, on a large
Obviously,
scale.
yeah, I guess for me obviously it's like, if someone doesn't want to do it, I honestly I understand.
Mhm.
I understand that completely cuz with Mr. Smiles deprecating the damn mayor, I understand that
Yeah.
because who would want to do that? Who would want to do that? Well, I do. first off. You know, like
Yeah,
I
for
do.
and you did.
I
Yeah.
did. I did. Absolutely I did. Um, but I don't know, I guess that's also something that crazy is that like I just really just I miss that like a lot.
Yeah, I feel like I wish that there were some, like, bigger role play stories that more people were involved in. We've talked a little bit, like, off air
Yeah.
about some of the stories that
Yeah.
I'm aware of that are going on that are, like, you know, going on for more than a year. But, I don't know of a lot of them, you know what I mean? I don't know of a lot of, like, huge buildups, but I'm very sure that it is happening for people. We're just not involved because there's so many people that we can't be involved all the time, you know?
True.
I'm sure that it's happening, and, it is kind of on us too. If we want a big buildup of a story, we obviously could create that ourselves.
So I do kind of have a question for you though.
Ooh, sure.
So
What about that?
have you as staff kind of thought about trying to like I wouldn't say try and do something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying something very I wouldn't say tame, but obviously kind of out there. To set up someone to actually help motivate their story into doing something really big. Have you thought about doing that?
Like, what do you mean?
like
Like, would
um
I don't know. What do you mean?
let's say well, I don't know. Like let's say on Mount Chiliad, right? There could be like a science lab or something like that that something may have escaped or something like that.
You mean, like,
And
if someone has an idea for a story, would we be willing to
yeah.
help them
Well,
get
I wouldn't say that. I would say
there?
just like as staff, like make something like like remember when Jimmy saved the fucking city from that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, from Mag.
something like that. Something
From
like that.
General Mag.
From
I mean,
something
yes and
like that.
no.
Like and also like when the president came by, you know,
Mhm.
like stuff like that.
Right.
Like stuff like that to
I
where
forgot when Bucky did that.
yeah,
Yeah.
like stuff like
Right, that
that
did happen.
where like you know obviously it was kind of pretty big you know because like it was like he
Uh-huh.
came in wife got shot or something like that and just like crazy the craziest things happen but my
Yeah.
question is though is like would y'all ever do that again but I wouldn't say regularly but just like
Mm.
keep that in mind like maybe we should make a story right and then kind of like give it to the community members and then whatever they take from it they can expand from that and then make it its own
Yeah.
separate thing.
Sure. Yeah, we have talked about that. I have kind of a I have an opinion about events. I think that I'm more open to the idea of long-term slow burn events, where there's a lot of engagement, but a lot of times people kind of tend to keep their idea of events quite small. Like they just want to do something fun for the night. Like they want to have like a purge night or something. It just seems like really low quality, like
All right.
public server type stuff, in my opinion. So like I'm not a big fan of those. I genuinely feel and believe that the staff team is willing to not if we're not willing to create them, we are willing to assist in them. Like we've been made aware of a couple of groups who are trying to do some like more underground kind of cult adjacent role play. We're still trying to iron out what that does look like and what like the background and the lore and like the buildup of that is because some things need to be sanctioned. It depends on what you're trying to do, but I'm not going to stifle somebody's role play because it's a weird role play. If you're providing a lot to the community and it's like a big buildup and there's all this mystery and intrigue and like breadcrumbs, like I think that's fascinating and fun and enjoyable for a lot of people. Um, more I like those things more so than, like, our, like, Halloween haunted house event where we just, like, stab everybody for a night. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be, like, this longer buildup. So even if we're not the ones creating that, if people want to do that, we would help them with the tools that they need to accomplish that because they're servicing a greater need. As long as it's not some selfish, like, self-beneficiary type thing. Like, if you're asking me to give you, like, $4,000,000 in character so that you can buy a house and you can be a
Oh,
weirdo, like,
uh-oh.
it's not gonna happen.
Ah,
You know what I
shoot.
mean?
Dang it, dude. Dang it. Dang
But,
it.
like, you might remember, like, in the past that there was, a character who ran stuff out of the humane labs, and she actually had, um we made, like, items for her. There were, like, tablets that were, like, experimental drugs that she was trying to create, and
That's
she
what
just
I'm
kind of,
trying to
like,
do on Rex. What the flip?
well, it has happened, but in a way, like, we do have experimental drugs. I remember that we used to, like, use them for fun. But like, the stuff like that, like you're introducing something, you're kind of like creating role play opportunity for others. That is way more enjoyable for more people than one person just wanting to be Batman or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be very willing for people to want to engage more. We actually made a group on Discord with some people who we know do these like long-term slow burn stories. Like you are in there. You know this.
Oh, Spotlight,
Called the
Spotlight,
Spotlight group.
Spotlight
Yeah.
gang. What's good? Spotlight, what's
Yeah.
good?
Welcome Spotlight Gang. There's like 5 or 6 of them right now, but some people are interested in that and they have these ideas for
Which
how we can impact the community overall.
I will say this. I will not leak
Yeah.
anything, but I will say that
Okay.
the idea in there does not. I just don't think. I don't think it cooked. To be honest with you, and I don't
You
even.
don't like the one idea that was cooking in
I
there? You
don't.
don't
I
like it?
don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's just
Okay.
because, dude. I don't know. I feel like we. I think we should, as a group. I think you should ping us all. But hey, what time are? When are y'all free? Let's sit down and actually talk about not this, but something
Want
new.
to have
Just
like a spotlight
a
meeting?
meeting, and just fucking try and think of some shit. Because don't get me wrong, that idea is really cool, and I really like it. But as sure as I just, I don't know. I don't know. I feel
We're
like
in a little bit of a weird spot with it for sure. It needs some ironing out. I was I was hopeful that there was going to be more bigger reaching things coming out of there, and maybe the selection group is quite small. Maybe we could look into some like more of the recognized, or maybe people can like volunteer to assist if they have like other communities, like other types of role play communities, like people who do like Arc or Conan. They have like storyteller roles or something like that, where their whole point is that they're just creating like side quests for people to engage in. So we've thrown around that idea. That was kind of like the idea of the spotlight thing. We know these people role play; they provide a lot. Maybe together they will create something. But I get that you're not vibing with it. Not everything's gonna vibe. I I find a lot that um the spotlight group is a bunch of people who are deep role players. Like they do these long buildups. And sometimes the ideas are very much about like punishing the short term, like very quick, like overnight role players. So it's about finding a balance, I think. It's like we can have events that impact the community that are not negative, or
right.
they're more intriguing than damaging. You know what I mean? Instead of like, I don't know, like drying up the ocean for a couple days, for instance, or making it rain for like 3 weeks straight for fun. Um,
Listen,
and I don't
okay,
know,
listen.
there's gives and takes.
I offered that, by the way, guys. I actually suggested that the other day. Believe it or not, I'm so sorry.
Okay, give context because it sounds bad the way I said it.
Okay, so basically, I came with this idea. I'm like, okay, wouldn't it be cool if, like,
Yeah,
for like a week straight, it just rained? I know a lot of people don't like rain, but like, how cool would it
all
be,
the
right?
racers in the chat
Wait,
are mad.
wait, Ann, are you still in here? Are you still in here? Hang on, let me check. Hang on, Ann,
And
Ant.
Ant,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
Big
okay.
Vic is here. Yeah.
Now. Well, I call him Ant. But so Ant, hear me out. Okay. How cool would it be if it rained for like a week straight? Right. Raining for you, not for couple of days or whatever.
1 week straight. Okay, let's go with the 1 week. 1
One
week
week.
rain.
1 week rain. Right. And then I can see. Yeah. Turn off the rain. Yeah. Okay. It.
Tell them why. Go ahead.
So from Monday through Friday it rains, right? But then like around like Friday, probably like around main storm, right? It just a bit of like a tsunami, right, would start coming up like a little bit, right? And by
Like the flood
Saturday, like
water
yeah,
from
flood
the
what exactly,
tsunami, right?
exactly flood water. But then it would slowly kind of go up a little bit on the next week, you know. But then imagine this, Ant. You could take your boat out and just drive it around the fucking city. You know how cool that'd be. You know your big ass fucking boat. You know how cool that'd be. And then
All the
that.
racers in chat currently just plotting your demise right
Listen,
now. They're already gonna go to feedback.
exactly. We need this.
Okay. All right. Counterpoint. Counterpoint. Okay, it would be fun for the people who own boats or would like to,
Exactly.
you know,
See, even Zeke, she gotta use the boat. She
but
gotta use the
but for
boat.
everybody else who complains about the sound of the rain, which we cannot
Okay.
adjust, and for the amount of the rain, the
Count,
racers for car like for driving the
counter
vehicles.
argument. Counter argument.
Uh-huh.
You ready? They buy
Yeah.
a boat, racing boats. Ooh, racing boats start becoming a thing.
Import race
Ooh,
boats. Hold on, where's
ooh,
that?
ooh. Import
You
racing
know what I mean?
boats.
Like, it would be fun. It would be a memorable
Okay,
moment
all right.
in
Zombie
time.
apocalypse for a week.
You know
No,
what I
fuck,
mean?
no. None of that.
See, that's
None
what
of
I
that.
mean.
No, beard boost. No, no. That's a no. No,
No horror?
no horror.
I
No.
mean, but rain is horror to the race
Exactly.
person. You don't
Be
blame me.
perfect for the fish launch. Exactly. Exactly, Ant. Exactly.
Okay. See, that's
Exactly.
what I mean. It's really hard to agree on something that would be fun and enjoyable for everybody because I can see the benefits of there being, if it rains a lot, haha, now we have like a little bit of flood water. It's not as crazy as a tsunami where we literally were pushed up a mountain, but there is some flooding. Um, and that could be like a challenge that we deal with. I can see the benefits of that. It's just I feel like people would find complaint with that, especially if you live in the South Side and your home is now flooded. Or people trying to rob houses in the South Side, or doing any kind of crime down there, and so, you know what I mean. Like it's going to impact a very large group of people, no matter what you do. You know, some of them are a very loud opinion, so
I
it's hard
I
to find a
feel
balance.
like that would be such a great thing to offer. Like, what
Uh,
wave has been already been released? What is it? It's like wave like 7 or
I
wave
I
8
don't know.
or
I
something
bought
like
an
that.
import the first wave. I haven't bought one since. I don't know.
Well, I bought the only import that fucking matters, which is the damn
Yeah,
DeLorean. Wave 8.
yeah.
Okay, wave 9. It's racing boats. And like, what does that mean? And then the next week, boom, it starts happening. And people go, oh my, I need to buy a racing boat right now. And then things go like maybe like
Okay.
500 miles an hour, And then, yeah, I, not wait, yeah, then, and then once that happens, they new wipe, boom.
Mm, what do you mean wipe? Hold on.
Like wipe,
Don't say
like
wipe.
like
Don't say
wipe,
wipe. We're not planning a wipe.
wipe the whole server, guys. Obviously, that's
We are not wiping.
it's the
The fear
it's
that
the
you just instilled
wave.
in people.
It's the I like that. It's the wave. Exactly.
The wipe
Ex-
wave.
the
Yeah, no.
wave. The wave
We're not
wave.
planning on a wipe. We are planning on events that will keep people engaged. I'd like them to be long-term events that could last for
Just
several days, but, you know, I'm not trying
a
to, like,
wipe
scare everybody.
wave. A wipe wave. Wipe out wave. There we go. A wipe out wave.
Just boats. We
Yeah, just
remove all the
boats.
cars from the server. They all get stolen, and
Except for
everyone just has boats now.
except for my DeLorean. Except for that. Just
We
have it
can
rain
have it rain on
consistently.
Sunday.
Look at that. Look, see?
Mm.
Even Ant agrees with me. Look at that. Until it snows. Oh, jeez, not until it snows. Oh, brother.
Okay, but then that's because Ant has like a $2 million houseboat,
True,
so they would get a
true,
lot of use out of
true,
that.
true. I love the snow. I'm gonna
I
ban
do.
you for a minute. Hang on,
I like the
Missy
snow.
Kiwi. Hang on,
We
Misty
only do it for
Kiwi.
a month. That's like enough time, I think.
There we go. I timed out Missy Kiwi just for 1 second.
Oh my god!
There we go.
You
I'm
did.
sorry.
You timed out
I'm
for a whole
sorry.
second.
I'm sorry. You can't be saying that in my chat. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Heck snow. All right, heck snow. That's right.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep. Sag. Listen. Listen. I used to really like
Finger
snow.
abuse.
I used to.
Mhm.
Okay. You know what? Just for that, I'm telling me for one more second. Hopefully, she might learn her lesson. There you go. Okay. There we
Oh
go.
my god,
There
dude.
we go. There we go. There we go. Um.
Damn. All right. We love the snow, but for
I
it
will.
has a time and a place, and it's only December.
I
Maybe
mean,
like 3 weeks instead of the full four.
I
I'm not sure.
feel like probably about a week. I feel like a week. Yeah. Okay. Hear me out though. Right.
We
How
can do
about
little.
how about a week of like snow on the roads, right? And after
Okay.
that, the first week of December, snow on the roads. After that, only snow will falling from the ground. Like no snow will actually stick to the ground. Just like have the snow falling through the rest of the December.
I'm not sure. I don't wanna say that that's something we would or wouldn't do because we haven't even talked about it. We have an
But
upcoming staff
I
meeting where we'll
listen.
discuss it,
I
but
just
I
I feel like
understand.
I just like to listen.
You
The
just don't
only
like the snow.
I just like the snow. Honestly, I don't mind snow coming down. Snow is great for pictures. I really like
Huh,
that. But snow for Christmas? No. I'd say the snow like actually snow hit the ground, and then just
uh-huh,
for a week, and then
yeah.
after that, the rest of December, just have where snow is falling from the
Sure.
sky. Yeah.
I mean, it's an idea. We'll see what we're gonna do with snow. There's just like rain is a hot topic, snow is always a hot topic, but we only do it for a month or a couple of weeks out of 1 month of the year, so it won't be that big. Time goes by really quickly. By the way, it's already November 10th. Like, when? How did we get here? But yeah, it's almost Christmas time already. So we'll see how we do on the snow.
So as long as I get to use my sled, I mean, I pay taxes and on that, and oh, you still got your sled? Oh,
Yeah, people still
brother.
have their sleds, I think.
Oh, the only time I ever rode a sled was when Anne let me drive hers in character. Oh,
Yeah,
brother. Oh
those things are
man,
everywhere.
I love it so much. I used to
But you
go.
just can't even use them the rest of the year.
Can't
They're a little
even use
silly.
them. Can't even use them. But I think it's actually pretty cool though. To be honest with you.
I'd like if we got some more snow type things. Like maybe Pat can look into getting us like a snow pigeon or something for the PA. I don't know. We'll have to see
Can
what
you
we can do about that.
can you
I
make it to
genuinely
where
don't know.
snow doesn't mess up the way you drive your cars, or is that just like a
I
fever
have no
dream?
idea.
You
I
know,
mean, I wrote it down, but I don't know the answer to that question. But
it'd be
we'll see
cool.
what we
It'd
can
be
try.
cool. It'd be really cool. Snowboards. That'd be pretty. Oh, instead of skating boards, just get snowboards. Just like ride like a skateboard. You
Oh
know?
yeah, that's not a bad idea. A
Yeah.
snowboard, yeah.
Yeah. It's
We do
lose.
the ice skates again.
Oh yeah, ice skates. Oh, could you actually ride ice skates like around? You should, right?
I mean, I think you can only do it on ice, but
Oh.
I don't know. Because they're ice skates, not snow skates.
Yeah, true. Well, we can
But
just easy just type that in. You know what I'm saying? Just like delete snow, ice skates, but snow skates,
okay,
snowmobiles.
sure.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
just
snowmobiles is not a bad idea.
snowboarding down a mountain while being chased by a murder kitty.
Yeah, and I like it for like the little like cougars to have like little Santa hats or something too, like a little
Ugh,
bell or something.
a bell?
Yeah, little bell hats,
Yeah, yeah,
like we have
yeah.
for Christmas. Yeah,
Jesus.
maybe. But yeah, I wrote some of this stuff down so we can see what we can do. I can't promise anything, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
So
Um,
we've how did we get here?
I don't even know to be honest with you, but I'm
We're talking
having
about Spotlight
I'm
and
having
stuff. I don't
having a
know.
great. Oh, speaking of spotlight, um,
Okay.
I don't know if you said. Let me
Okay.
let me see a little message real quick so before I leak anything.
Okay. Secrets. We're talking about secrets. He's a slow typer. He's still typing.
Is that
I
okay?
mean, you yeah, you can ask me whatever you want, and I'll just
Okay.
tell you if I'm not gonna answer.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Basically, what I asked her right is so obviously I know that people do pay a lot of money just to, get in a server. Is there any what the fuck? Is there any plans for I guess
Ooh.
for the future, whatever, for like Spotlight, the role for Spotlight to like get Q points to get into the server?
Like Prio.
Yeah, Prio.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea. And the reason that I don't think it's a bad idea is because the Spotlight group, not a lot of people even know what that is. They've just seen like the pink names, I think, in the server. Like, what does that mean? It's literally just, these people who are very deeply entrenched in the community. They're very established. They've been known to create these long-term stories. So just based on the fact that we know these people role play and role play well, and they are the type of people to give more than they take to the community, then yeah, I don't have a problem with giving those people prio. We do have a system where the staff team will acknowledge people in the community who do provide a lot of role play. And we will give them prio. Like it has happened where we have given people prio. But I think that even just that group of people in the spotlight group maybe recognized role players depending. But especially I think the spotlight makes sense that we could be in a realm to provide them some prio points. I couldn't tell you how many, but
A
I mean,
thousand.
because we do that we do that for a lot of okay, 1,000 is a lot. We do that for a lot of the jobs, like if you have like a PD job or PA even, DOJ, I think maybe even Dynasty 8 might have prio. If you have like one of those job roles that's quite important to the server and you play on that character, then we give prio for that. So if you're contributing meaningfully to the server, I don't have a problem with contributing a little bit of prio to you because you're contributing a lot to my community. I think
Yeah,
that's fair. It's a fair question to ask. It,
it
it doesn't
is.
exist right now, but I think that
I'm just,
it's not impossible.
like I said, this is a behind the role play type of talk show.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Just
Yeah,
any
you're
like
free to
not
ask anything you want.
not
Yeah.
not like oh, who's, oh, really, I can ask anything I want. Okay, so
You can ask, and what their answer will go into that. But you can
True.
ask anything you want.
Well, so one reason I was asking that is just because, like you said, like PA has a certain amount, EMS a certain
Yeah,
amount, even
yeah.
like. So my that
I
was
think
most
they
of the
do.
reason.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty
I think
sure.
Dynasty 8 does. I'm not 100%. I have not been a realtor, but I think they do. And I think the reason that is because it can be hard to you can't buy property if there's no Dynasty 8. So I mean, you've got opportunities. There's different kinds of like car dealerships, and there's a lot of employees there, but there's only one Dynasty 8. So I think they have prio, but maybe they don't. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know.
Any realtors?
Any realtors in
Realtors
chat?
do not, but I think they used to. Maybe
Oh, DA does
I'm not
not.
sure.
Oh, do not. Oh,
Okay, well,
well,
yeah.
maybe we should change that. Maybe you know what I'm saying? Just
Oh, they used to. See, I'm on the old news.
oh, they used to. Oh, wonder who
To be
stopped
to
that.
be fair, I think they've got a lot of employees at this point.
Oh, you probably gave that to him probably because it was like so little of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be like that where there was I remember there just being tweets all the time about people trying to buy properties, and there's literally no Dynasty 8 agents who can get on the server because the queue was so bad. So we were like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Understanding. We need people to be able to have properties to store their goods. That's very important to every aspect of role play. Even non-criminals need, places to, engage in their role play and stuff with, putting their things somewhere. There's collectibles all over the server. So most of like Ash's property is just full of stickers and Polaroids, and I have a safe in our house just full of Polaroids. Like there's just too many events. So
True. True. Oh well.
yeah.
Okay. So that's okay. So going back, like we were saying about limiting how many people can actually get in the server. So
Yeah.
obviously, one question I feel like has been kind of gets dodged just because people don't really want to ask this. Asher tax,
Okay.
crazy. So,
Ashford pays more tax than everybody else. Okay, get off my back. I promise I do.
uh,
I swear I do.
so would that? So let's say like we limit it to probably about 100 people, 100 people, right?
Limit what to 100 people?
To in the server. If we limit 100 people,
Like if we're removing slots from
yeah,
350
yeah,
down to 100,
100, yeah, yeah.
hypothetically. Okay,
Hypothetically,
sure. All right,
would that help
100
with
slots.
the Danny faces like for events? Would that help with it at least, or does it have to be even less than that?
So my understanding, this is maybe a question that Flaws would better answer, but my understanding of the situation from talking to him about it is that it is just like a limitation of 5M and GTA 5 itself, that if you have more than like 32 people in an area that are utilizing the multiplayer ped, that just happens. Um, where there would technically be benefit to a smaller server size, like player count, would be in terms of just like performance in general, because there's not so many areas being loaded up at once. Not all the MLOs are being touched at once. There's less resources being intensely used across the server. So it's there are benefits to performance, but in like a situation where it is one event, it's going to happen if there's 33 people there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's not like a huge impact. That's my understanding. I'm pretty sure that that's accurate. Unless, some of them are I'm sure it probably happens anyway. Like if I was going to say if there's like 32 Astrid peds and then there's like one person on a multiplayer ped, the person on the multiplayer ped is going to be a Danny. I think that's just how it is, but I don't really quote me on that. That is my understanding though.
so I gotta go pee real quick. So just talk to him real quick.
Oh,
All right, I gotta go pee.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Hi everybody. I'll take questions, I guess, in the chat. Does anyone have any questions? Preferably not about urinating. He literally just left, like, this is his podcast, by the way. This is, like, his thing that he does, and we were, like, 15, 20 minutes late. So that's kinda, we're a little bit rusty here. What do I think about montages? Like, what kind of montages? Like a nice little role play montage where people are, you know, uh, showcasing their ability to create story. I think that's great. Little cooking montage, you're, like, whipping it up in the kitchen and suddenly you've got an apple pie at the end. Like, that's cool, yeah. You're talking about shooting montages? I'm not, like personally, I'm just old, right? Like, I just don't see, the joy of it. I know that people do it, and I know that people like to do it, Even people on our staff team have created montages of their characters engaging in shootouts. I've seen cop montages where they're on their cop character shooting, like, it's what that is what they do, but, Echo disallows, the use of Echo in the title of your shooting montages, but other than that, I don't really have an opinion. I don't make them. I don't tend to shoot much on the server. My pet is too small. It's not very fair.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Welcome.
Oh,
I asked about montages.
oh, montages.
Yeah. Yes.
Now we okay. I feel like we talked about this a few times. Just
Okay.
talked about the cooking script for businesses that sells food. But see,
Cooking script.
I told her that what there should be, right? Should be like a food delivery business, but we need a
Ooh,
Apollo
that'd be a good
montage.
montage.
True, it would be a lot of. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Not even gonna go there.
Okay. All right.
A lot of. Wait, what's his name? Oh god, not Billy Bob, but
Gary.
Gary. A lot of Gary and Apollo having a lot of aggressive sex. There, I said it. There. And by the way, I will say this. Gary and Apollo literally did it in front of VPD. There, I said it. Literally.
Okay. I don't know about literally.
No, I literally have the clip of it. Let me show you the clip. I literally have the clip.
I don't want to see.
You do want to see? You do?
I do not
You
want
do?
to see a
You
clip
do?
of you
I got you.
aggressively doing anything.
I got you. I literally got you. W Apollo
Okay,
W Gary. But literally, yeah, literally, yeah. And guess what? Every time that Apollo said that they did it in front of Billy Bob, he goes, "Oh, we did not do it at all." He tried to deny it. It literally happened, guys. Literally happened. Yep. Anyways, so you're talking about montage about how you didn't want them to do put EchoRP on them.
I mean, that's just something that we don't let them do. It's just,
So what happens? So what happens if someone does it? Like, do they get banned from Echo or?
likely they're allowed to be removed. It's just not what we do. Like, if you're on Echo just to shoot, then you're not here for the right reasons. Like,
What?
keep it
Oh
in Battlefield,
my
dude. I don't know.
god, dude.
There's other servers for that. There's PvP servers if that's really what you're into. I understand that people like the gun balancing. We've done a lot of work on our gun balancing and such. Our UI is nice. I know that Echo is like visually appealing and we have benefits for that, but it's just not the point. That's not what we're looking for. So
Also, I have a very hot take on gangs.
okay.
I think we,
Yeah, let's hear the hot take because there's definitely no gang members in your Twitch chat.
So hot take, okay, and this is coming from a guy who's exactly. This is literally why I'm on here, just because I like shooting people in game in GTA. Love it.
Yeah, dude. Let's hear it.
So Jesus. So my hot take is, right, if you're you're in a gang, right? It's a group of y'all, maybe like 10 to 15 or whatever. I think, right, after 3 years, wouldn't say forced disband, but I would say like something like either leader steps down or whatever, or if there might be like a bomb attached to a car and blows up and kills all the gang. You know what I'm saying? Just like something has to happen, right? After 3 years. I feel like 3 years is a perfect length of time that a gang should be able to like be banded into a server, because the way I see it, right? Okay, calm down, okay? The way that I see it, the way I see it, right, is that like if a big gang member has control over drugs, guns, everything, right? They have so much money, they have everything. After 3 years, I did say hot take. I did. I feel like a gang, whatever, should be disbanded.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, 3 years? You telling me
you think that there's a time limit on how much roleplay a gang or a criminal organization can provide, that once they hit that 3-year mark, they just gotta like shut it down?
Yep.
Start over, redo.
Yep.
You think that that's the only that's the only criteria? It should just be length of time?
because I think, right? Yeah, disbanded too long here. I don't know. I feel like 3 years is such a long time. Now, depending on who you may ask, 3 years may not seem like a long time, but in the scale of things, like I just feel like it should be 3 years. That after 3 years, it, just
Uh-huh.
disband, or maybe like I don't know, just have something happen to where it's like, okay, we're disbanded, so sorry, like, or have it to where
I mean, they could do that. I mean, they could shut down their gang if they want
or
to. We're not
or
we're not keeping them
or
open.
or or
Uh-huh.
make it where give them like I don't know how to explain this, like, or
Uh,
have it to where like PD literally puts on them on house arrest and they have to like put their character away forever.
what do you
No,
mean?
like just like have
Like,
it.
we're force them to not be able to play that
Yeah,
character
yeah, yeah,
anymore
yeah, yeah.
because they've been, that gang member for
Like Rico,
3
like
years?
Rico, exactly, like
For
Rico,
what? But
like
why?
a Rico.
Why does their role play have to stop?
I don't know. I'm just fucking with you, but I do feel like
Okay, well, I'm not trying to understand the hot take, like,
I think
but the source, the reason.
there's no reason. I feel like three
Oh,
years I feel like is enough time to like first year
uh,
you get your gang and all that on the right path, But at year two, I feel like you should be able to, enjoy yourself a little bit more, you know? And then uh and then honestly, yes, I feel like or a significant power shift, let people who've been holding yeah, exactly. Something like that. I wouldn't say permanent, let the
I
character
don't know.
be
Then
like
you have to look at it from their perspective as well, that it took them time to get established, to get that power, to get that territory expanded upon, to get, now we have like the gang act system, so they have like, leadership points, like they have like all of this work that they're putting in or whatever, taking from others or whatever the case is, like, and there's some groups who do change leadership. The one that I'm thinking of was Y2K. We jokingly in the staff team referred to the current Y2K as Y3K because there was like a shift, like a power dynamic shift where the original leadership of Y2K was like, we don't want to do this anymore. We don't want these people to take over. And then there was basically like a coup where they took over. So the people who are running Y2K right now are not the original people who ran Y2K. And it's not that they're doing something completely different, but it did shift the direction of that entire group quite significantly. So, like in that circumstance, I don't know that they've been here for 3 years, to be honest, but it's been a significant amount of time, but they did have a complete shift in what they were doing and who was leading them and such. That's like one group I can think of. I'm sure that it's happened with plenty of other groups where leadership has changed. Like even Barometer Grande, they had to remove, their leader, so they've got different leadership now. It happens where leadership will change, but I don't know if we should look into forcing groups to disband. I think that there's opportunity for changes to be, I don't want to say forced, but like encouraged. Like via the gang app, even we could make it so maybe people look into actually taking territory from other groups
I thought that was
or
already a thing
minimizing them
though.
more.
I thought
I
that was a
mean, it
thing.
is, but none of the groups do it. Like the war terms that we get are things like we can only use pistols or you can only use 3 cars or like they're not fighting, like I've only recently recalled, like I don't really look into the war term tickets too often, but I do remember that there was one group who was asking for another group's territory to be lessened because the beef started over like this corner piece of their territory that they were being shot from or something like that. So they were like, well, if we win the war, then they need to lose this bit of their territory so that they can't press us from it anymore or something akin to that, which I think is good for role play. I think that if you get disrespected in that way and you lose a war, that you have to lose a chunk of what you've earned because you lost. You know what I mean? But it does ride this fine line of there's a lot of concern I hear from the gang community about combat being the only element for winning and losing. Um, when it could be based upon other things like respect or points, even in the gang app, rather than just like who can shoot the best on the server. Although there is some validity to, gang shooting. Obviously, they're criminals and they would war for their things, but it doesn't need to be the only way that that would happen, I guess. So it's kind of like this. It's just weird dynamic when it comes to gangs because I think that it's valid in a lot of ways. I think that there's room for these like South Side street gangs, who would do a lot of this gang warfare. And then there's room for like criminal organizations who are more entrenched in, I don't know, like creating thermite or heisting or whatever, and they're not necessarily concerned about the turf war. Um, they're more concerned about like providing to the area that they're in, building up their community, protecting their like individual little small communities, things like that. Like there's different reasons why gangs exist, and it seems really narrow from like an outside perspective, but I know from reviewing like gang applications because we have to whitelist the gangs that
Hmm.
we are kind of picky, and we have been declining a lot of these what I would say are like typical groups. Like, if they are basically giving me another Vinewood gang with a single name, blue flag, it's like a copy paste but a different color of another group, we're just not going to approve it. Um,
A
I genuinely
copy
want
and
people to.
paste.
It can feel that way from an outside perspective, right? Where it's like, we're gonna be a gang and we're gonna be on this block where there's 3 other gangs, and our color is gonna be pink instead of purple and blue, which is already on this block. You know what I mean? It's like it looks very similar, their values are the same and they want to do the same things, and it's just kinda like, "Well, we already have 2 of those, so let them try and you come up with something else." It's similar to
Hypothetically.
how, like, we do our, like, COC processing, you know?
Hypothetically.
They're
Right.
not.
Hypo
Yeah.
what? Hypothetic no, it's a hypothetically. Um,
No, I was answering the person in chat. They
oh,
said that's how most gangs are, but that is just not true. That is just with the perspective from the average player. But, like, foundationally, fundamentally, based upon our communications with their leadership and their groups and their applications, that is just not true. But hypothetically, what's your question?
oh. So, let's say, for example, that, like, let's say Guy Beck, just randomly
Guy
was
Beck,
like,
clown,
clown.
murderer.
No, okay, he hasn't murdered anybody. All right, he says
Yet.
he does, but he doesn't want to yet. Just okay.
Uh-huh.
So let's say he says, "All right, I want to start a gang." Right, put in an application for a gang. It's so great. You literally feel like you
Yep.
touch gold, and
Yeah.
it's on there saying that Jesus. It says on there
Mhm.
that the carnival, right, on the pier, he would like that to be their block. Would that be possible?
There's no I guess there's property on the pier, kind of. It's a little bit weird. I think that you're not technically allowed to own territory. I'm not exactly sure if we outline you can't have territory near businesses. I imagine that it would be okay. I don't know. You'd have to ask like 600 nuts would have a good answer for this question, or perhaps kill it because they oversee like territory allotments. I don't think it's disallowed. I think that there are areas that we just don't allow gangs to be, like the Playboy Mansion,
Uh-huh.
for instance. I don't think that the pier is necessarily outlined. The concern just becomes for like Suchis and Battlefield, that I can think of, and I don't think there's property there.
Oh wait, it is. Fuck. I just realized you can't do it. Damn it. Because the VR is there. Fuck.
I mean, well, I think can be adjusted, but I mean, because VR is also in Polito, but there are gangs that are in Polito. You know what I mean? And there's also gangs that are near Vespucci Beach. There's like 2 or 3 of them down there, so it's not impossible.
Okay. All right. Well, it's just
But dude,
just
we would boot the fuck out of the pier. That's true. PA would be there.
oh, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Guy Bag don't even own a car yet, so you know what I'm
I mean,
saying.
it's not impossible. I guess is what I think it's the housing thing
I
wouldn't
feel
make sense.
like
You can't really
I
own
feel
a house on the
well, I
pier.
wouldn't say pier. I wouldn't say house. I'd probably like a if it was under the house. Now the pier, I don't know. I feel like there's just like this little door, little thing on the side. As soon as you pull into the carnival area, there's a little door on your right. I feel like you can absolutely put a warehouse there. I feel like that'd be
Yeah, maybe.
possible. I feel like that'd be
Yeah, I think that
possible.
I think there's probably some space there. That's
Yeah.
fair. Somebody in chat said that everyone wants to be in the South Side. I find that to be not true. I find everybody wants to be mid tier. Like actual South Side gangs right now are like what, like FDF. Um, and I guess Karma would technically count as South Side. But I find a lot of groups that are applying right now and who have been approved recently are more like in the Vinewood area. I don't have a problem with like more Grapeseed groups, Polito groups. Like that's all fine and well. But I find that people are not even wanting to go South Side. And we've actually had a lot of conversations, let's say, about the fact that the way that PD handles gang fights that happen in the South Side are different than how they handle gang fights that are occurring in Vinewood, because anything north of the Olympic Freeway is treated a lot more harshly by PD because that's civilian territory, typically, in the way that we outline it and think about it. However, there are a lot of great gang territories up there now. So, I think that they act like South Side gangs, but they're not technically in the South Side. South Side to in the way that we think about it is actually south of the Olympic Freeway. Um, and everything above that is technically the North Side. It's just not Paleto, Grapeseed, Sandy. I would love for more groups to be up there. I'd like a Harmony gang would be nice. I guess hippies are in that kind of area, but opinions. Well, I guess technically like Saints and Syndicate and the Vespucci groups are also. I don't know. It's we've got gangs all over the place, which is nice. But there are gangs that are in like the Richmond area, like the Vinewood Hills area. Like for what?
That's actually a really important
um,
question. And when's coyote gangs happening? Like when's
um.
that happening?
So I don't think that we sell property on Kaio.
What?
Yeah, I don't think you can get property on Kaio. And also we had an issue that I think Flaws only just recently fixed where um you like if you spawned on Kaio, you would actually like spawn underneath the map in Kaio. So we actually had to like fix it. Because people like there's a lot of drug I'm not let's not spoil it, but there's a lot of like drug things that happen on Kaio. So they would be there and then the server would restart and they would like load in at their last location and be underneath the Kaio map, drowning sometimes. So I think we just fixed that, but I don't think that Dynasty 8 sells any property on Kaio. There's a lot of like map restrictions on Kaio. Like there's not a lot of places you can go, not a lot of buildings that you could purchase even if you wanted to. I think that if people wanted to roleplay there, like actually roleplay there, I think that that would be okay. That would be a system that we could do um just for like the sake of roleplay, but if we're being honest, it doesn't make a great deal of sense with the way that gangs interact with each other. Because, like, what are you gonna do? Go to Kaio to fight them? Like, there's one gang whose turf is on Kaio, and then they're against the entire like San Andreas state map of gang. I don't know. It's hard for them to interact. A lot of the gang app is based on things that are happening on the main map. Um, like criminal elements. Like, there's not really any crime you're committing on Kaio unless you're engaging in some drug manufacturing, perhaps. So, um, it would be like a super limited thing, but I almost would like people to role play on Kaio and it not be like a gang situation, just to be like a role play situation. But we'll see. I mean, I just don't know how they would interact with the other groups. I don't know. I'm open. If someone could do it, perhaps, but there's no property there, so I don't think they would be allowed to have turf there. I guess is where my thought process on that goes. You have to have the ability to buy warehouses in that area, and they just can't do that right now.
Hmm.
Is that a question?
I'm just trying to like I'm trying to like form an idea you just gave me. I'm trying to
Okay.
like
Yeah,
form
let's
it.
like think
I'm
out your idea.
I'm trying to think like so obviously I know you say trying to make Kyle like not have anything doing with gangs or anything.
Oh,
But
I don't maybe it could. I don't know.
I feel like exactly like Miss Kiwi said right there, certain gangs, cartel kind of gang. So
There's not
is
a lot on Kaio either, you guys. Like a lot of that map is not playable, like it's kind of like mapped off
well not even that.
or,
Well,
you know.
hang on. Well, so when like let's say like there's a new drug, right? That gets put into
Okay.
into Echo, whatever that may drug
Sure.
be, whatever, just the big house, yeah, it's only yeah. Let's say
You can't even
like
get in that. You have to like fly a
you have to
helicopter
fight,
into
yeah,
that thing. Like
yeah,
it's the
yeah,
doors don't open. I don't
yeah.
know.
I don't get that either. So let's say like a new drug is put into Echo, and the only
Okay.
way to get it is if you were to go to Kaio,
Uh-huh.
and let's say like you get a random text being like, try and find whatever to gain to try and sneak into this place to get this drug, and
That's just
then
a heist button.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and
Sure.
then you find that, and then it says go to this door to go to the to the other side to try and find whatever, and they go inside the door, they get it, but then they can make like 50 of it or whatever
Okay.
drug, and then take it back, and then but the drug cannot be sold to locals. This drug cannot be sold to locals. All right. because at
Okay.
that point it'd be a money printer. We can't have that. But
Okay.
but the person
I mean,
can,
all drugs can be sold at locals right
yeah,
now.
yeah. But I'm saying, but this drug can't though. This drug is
Okay.
only for characters in Echo, like
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm
So it
trying.
benefits them
Yeah,
somehow to take
exactly,
this drug.
exactly, exactly.
Okay. I'm
So
following.
so I'm trying to think like what would be more beneficial. Like
Uh,
what would be like a little bit more stamina when running, like a little bit, not a lot, like maybe like 3%, 3% more after taking this drug, whatever.
okay.
Or would it be let's say like even if you've gotten shot and and you're bleeding out a lot, you take it and it
Uh,
actually slows down bleeding out like quite a bit, but you're
I
still
mean, it
very.
would have to have some benefit to it, or people just won't do the heist for it. If they're not gonna be able to sell it for profit, and it's
I know,
something that
but
they're gonna have to use, it
I
would
know.
have to benefit
Well, I
them.
know that's what I'm
So,
saying. That's what I'm
sure.
saying, though, right? It's like when they get shot or anything, they take it and actually
Yeah.
like it doesn't make them bleed out or anything. Like actually stops their
Okay.
bleeding out. They're still
Yeah.
very hurt. They're still very hurt, but it just doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It like the bleeding out just stops. You know, or something like that,
Okay.
or something like that, or it helps them like run 3% faster than. And I feel like 3% is not that fast, but it's fast enough to try and get away.
Okay.
Um.
And this needs to be done on Kaio?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then once they, and the
Good
thing
idea.
is they only get the text when they get closer to a certain spot of where this, wherever it may be, you know.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's hard to come up with, like, heist ideas, and the balance is always something that we're considering as well. I don't hate the idea of there being, like, a heist on Kaio for some benefit.
And then,
I also just don't hate the idea of them being able to sell whatever it is,
yeah, and
but
then
sure.
and then
Okay.
the
And then
DOJ has to like figure out if it's illegal or if it's like, and then they have to get, once they get
uh
somebody, they have to like take it, look at it, examine it, do a bunch of tests on it, and try to think like, is this very illegal? So like I think this obviously gives a lot of RP to everybody.
yeah,
I don't, again, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
there's a lot there. It's a lot to flesh out when it
It
comes
is.
to making a new heist,
It
trust me.
is. It is. It is.
But I don't hate the idea of there being a heist, and I don't hate the idea of there being more, beneficial player drugs and stuff. Like, cops have adrenaline and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
I do?
That they're
Oh, we need to.
Yeah, cops have access to adrenaline shots that they can get from EMS, and I think normal characters can as well, but they have to have a prescription. We've just allowed it for cops, and that's to kind of combat the fact that criminals have illegal drugs like meth that make them run faster. So adrenaline is like a legal dosage,
Well, then I guess
that cops
running
can have.
wouldn't be beneficial at all because they already have meth. Well, can you
I
have?
mean,
Because can there be
there's
two
things.
drugs that like can't
Sure. I mean,
can't?
there are. There's adrenaline and meth, you know what I mean?
I
And
know,
meth
but
also has, like, properties where you can not get tased.
oh shit.
Like, the taser, like, bumps off of them if they get tased with a certain kind of meth, I think. And other things. I mean, there's benefits to using certain kinds of drugs, like, weed, it helps with stress, and, infused food helps with stress and things like that.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it's all a game of balance. We do have ideas for drugs, and just heists in general. There's a lot. I mean, Laws I think has put out some polls to kind of gauge the community on things that they would want, and it's always like petty crime. It's always like more content, but small content. So you don't have to like build up to hitting a G6 or a pack every day. Just things that you can do in the interim that maybe aren't even connected to the other things. I would like to see more people doing more of the crimes. Like I don't think there's a large group of people who participate in like the crypto heists, for example. Those get hit probably daily, but not as much as like the banks do. ATMs are constantly popping off, but crypto heists are a little bit different, a little bit slower.
Honestly, I really miss it when we actually were able to buy crypto. Like Scissor actually able to like buy into a bunch of fucking crypto, and then we actually sold it.
I mean, you can. It's not illegal to buy and sell crypto. It's just the methods in which they get crypto is illegal.
Well, no, well, not that. I'm not saying like that. Like kind of like how Bitcoin is. Like you can buy into it, and then like once it gets to a certain amount, you can buy back out.
We've
You
never done that.
yes we have.
No, we didn't. No, we
I'm
didn't.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if I
Echo has
could.
never done that.
What?
No, dude. Echo has never had like a stock market value on
I'm
cryptocurrencies.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Like
No,
what?
no, there's just EVC and SVC, and those are the crypto that we added, but it was never like, it has this value and you can just sell it if it,
Oh,
increases in value. We've never
I'm
had that.
thinking about SVRP. Oops, so sorry.
Dark days, dude. That's like
Holy
6 years ago, dark days.
fuck. Holy fuck. Yeah, honestly, that's so
Yeah, we've never
crazy.
done that.
Damn. Yeah, honestly, right? Maybe, what I'm saying, consider it maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just but to be honest with you, I feel like exactly what people are gonna do, they're gonna dump literally the whole bank account into it, and as soon as it goes up to a certain amount, they're gonna take it all out and crash the fucking crypto
I mean, we spent a lot of time, like, at the admin level monitoring money, and the economy because we are very determined to not have another wipe. And so whenever we see like a suspicious increase in money or if we get an inclination that something is paying out too highly, we make adjustments elsewhere. Like maybe we'll increase times and fines or mostly fines. Or we'll adjust payouts to be less, or we'll, we've made a lot of adjustments to make taxes a little bit less painful for people to. It's hard, man, because you have to imagine that there's people who are just filthy grinders, right? Like, I mean that in
mhm.
the most endearing, like, loving way, but we have people who love this fucking community and are here, like, 30 hours a week, and then you have people who love this community, but they only have, like, 2 hours a week that they can devote to the time, and so you have to be able to service people who have 30 plus hours they can devote in a week and people who can only give you 2 to 4, you know? So you can't be too damaging in one area or another. But we do try our best to just keep an eye on the value of things, the price payouts of things. Even when we make new changes for things that are coming and we're, creating dollar values, um, it is just it's something we have to think about and worry about because we want it to be enjoyable and easy for everybody to step into and not to be too punishing for the people who don't have a lot of time or to be too rewarding for people who have way too much time, you know? I don't know. It is a struggle, but it's something that we are consistently looking at. And we have a lot of people who in the feedback form we put out the last time, they've provided feedback and ideas for how to do that. We have like even Zeke is still in here, I think, in your chat, but he's come up with a couple of ideas on, um, I want to say like an emergency contingency plan if things get a little bit too crazy. Some ideas of how we can just like quickly adjust everybody's bank account and it makes sense in role play. You know what I mean? Without us having to go through a wipe. Because that is the last thing we want to do. We don't want to have to start everybody over from scratch. It's kind of people who are established really just don't enjoy it having to do the restart. And to be honest, if they wanted to restart on that go, they've got 9 more slots to do that with. So we have no interest in doing a wipe, but we did ask the question on the feedback form. That was enlightening to say the least.
So when you say 9 slots, so you're saying like them make the same character that they're established on onto another character slot, and then they start from the beginning. Or you're saying like make a whole new character,
No, a whole new character.
whole new
Just if
character.
you really want to start over and not be established, and just start over. You have 9 more slots that you can play on. You know.
Yeah, but here's okay. I can already
Yeah.
feel the counteractive part. You ready?
Yeah.
But the thing is though is that like I can feel that the next argument would be, well, I just want to start over, but also don't want to forget. I don't want to forget all people I know now.
Okay. So here's what they do.
Okay.
They gamble all their money away.
Oh
Then they
wow.
then they lose. They don't have the ability to pay for any of their taxes,
Uh huh.
sell all of their assets,
Uh
and just
huh.
start over on that character. They you
Oh.
you have the opportunity, okay? You are in control of your character within reason, right? You can enact amnesia or whatever you need to on your character to start them over at any given point. You don't need me to wipe the server so that you can role play. You know what I mean? Um,
You know what's crazy though? You
so
just reminded me. I have 9K in my casino on Max. That's so crazy. I just
yeah.
remembered it. I might gamble it away tonight. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll
I mean,
see.
you could do anything with it. You could, I'm not telling you to asset dump because that's like the last thing that you want to do. But if you truly were disinterested in continuing in your established role play and you want your character to go through a fucking struggle arc, you have the capability to do that. Just develop a gambling problem that you don't even enact, or a drinking problem, or a money problem, and just you can open up a ticket and ask the staff to take your money and your assets away if you need us to. If it's for the sake of your role play and you really want to start over, like you have the ability to do it. People just don't want to do it,
Can
you
can
know.
I
But,
can I can I be honest with you though, Monica?
yeah. Yeah.
On Jimmy, I have never been actually broke, but for the past like 5 years,
Forever.
for
Yeah,
five
he told
years,
us that he's poor.
I've been RPing that Jimmy is too broke to eat, do anything,
Yeah.
to do,
Yeah, of
and
course.
I have literally look at my bank account, Jimmy, 40,000 or 50,000,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I just don't have enough money. I'm so sorry. And like, "Oh, I got you, Jimmy." I'm like, okay, sure, why not? I'm ring, and just like,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the role play. That's fair, you know.
exactly, you know what I'm saying? So like,
Imagine role playing on the role play
now
table.
imagine Jimmy actually have money. You know what I'm saying? Like, but honestly, now
Yeah.
I feel like now Jimmy's been deleted. But
Whatever, dude.
but I will
Whatever.
say though, I did transfer literally all of Jimmy's money, $50,000 or $60,000 to IMC. So I will say that if
Yeah, that's a good way to do it as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
Sure. Funding
but
a venture. That's fun.
exactly. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I know, yeah, dude, I know, dude. Well, I be
Not
honest
anymore,
with
he doesn't, because
yeah,
he's
not
dead.
yeah,
So,
he's dead, very dead, under the ground.
yeah.
But honestly, it was kind of crazy, just like literally how weird, not weird, but just how odd it was for me to be like, yeah, I just don't have any money, and then people go, oh, I got you, Jimmy. You want 10,000 here? I got some, and then Cheddar Jimmy 10,000. I'm like, oh, damn it, dude, I got more money. I'm like, damn it, dude.
Yeah.
And then and then also, there's one point where Esther was like, hey, Jimmy, need 20,000? I got you. And then just literally, you know what I'm saying? So it was like at the point where if, oh, true. True, I gotta take Jimmy on the plushie off the thing. Well, I would put Max up, but I don't have Max plushie. So Panda, hello? Okay, here we go. All right.
Wow.
Exactly. But yeah, so honestly for me it's like,
Wait, that's a fair question. Let's, fourth wall this for a minute.
mhm,
How come all your you, as the host on this show,
mhm.
right? The podcast, it's not your character. But every person you have on the show is their character, but you're talking to them about what's behind their role play. But you're not
Because
even behind the role play
because
of your
because
character.
because because it's based off of the Rocket Man show.
I
Because
don't know. What is that?
so the Rocket Man
I'm not
show
familiar.
was on Adult Swim back in like 1990, and
Oh,
Rocket Man show, and basically what was it called? Not the Rocket Man. What was it called? What? Oh fuck! Hang on. Cartoon talk show, Adult Swim.
is he talking about Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Space,
Is that
yes,
what
he
he's
is. Yeah,
talking
it's
about?
Space Ghost. Exactly, Space Ghost. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, Coast. Yeah, exactly. So hang on,
Okay.
my little brother's knocking on the door. Hang on.
Okay. Dude, I remember Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I think we've just revealed our ages in here. When did that show? I'm also Googling. When did that show go on for? 109 episodes between 1994 and 2008. So I guess the children would also know this show. Not the children, but the Z's. 1994? Jeez. The animated talk show is hosted by not so superhero Space Ghost and set in deep space. The show is often disrupted by bandleader Zorak and director producer Moltar, who work for Space Ghost as a punishment for their crimes.
Okay, I'm back. So sorry. Hi.
And they have
I
live
locked my
action
door.
guests.
Um.
Mhm. I
So
don't remember the show at all, to be honest.
basically, the whole premise of the show is him bringing on like different cartoons, right?
Gen Z. Yeah.
And basically like he asked them about their show and how they're doing. So basically the whole premise of it is that I ask people to come onto the show, and
Uh-huh.
the characters are talking about their own story through their character, and also the viewers can actually
Ah,
see, you know what I'm saying? So like
I
yeah,
see.
yeah,
Right, because it is like he's talking
exactly,
to the
exactly,
actual people. Like,
exactly.
okay,
But
understanding
to
this
the
one now.
person, they're just talking about their RP. But to the people
Yeah,
watching, it's the actual character talking about, well, I went through this, I went through that. There's just, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
I see.
yeah.
This is some well thought out actual planning here.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
This is deep lore we've just gotten into. No, I was talking about Gen Z, not the ZZs. My bad.
Oh, oh. Oh. Panda, do you need to ban that guy, or do we need to ban him? Ban him? Ban him? What? I'll ban him for you.
Probably one of them, to be honest. There's
Probably.
like, there's a lot of Z's out there.
True.
I hear
But
they control the COC.
what they do, Panda?
That's what I hear.
Here, hook a guy up, Panda. What the fuck?
There are so many family conspiracies on Echo, and you know what? I have to take the blame for that because there were not adult adoptions on the server until me. And
Well,
that's
well,
that's my
well.
fault.
Look, the truth comes out,
That's my bad.
bruh. The truth
That is
comes
truly my
out.
bad.
Damn.
I'd take it back if I could, in a way. You know what I mean? People would still make characters that are related, but it's been a good money drain on the server, but we got like triple hyphens out there these days. It's insane.
What about Naldi? What's his name? It's like Hendrix something something Pluto.
I have no idea.
I don't even know.
Does he have more than the one? I don't know.
He does. I think he has 3. I'm pretty sure.
There's a lot. There was I was on Blair yesterday and I had a Versetti Combs, and then there's like I don't know. I think there's like someone has like 3 or 4 last names that works for LA or something. I can't remember. It's just, I don't know. There's, the lore runs deep in the server, and just connections or whatever. But there's, like I said, there's a lot of conspiracies on families, and relationships, like friendly or familial in the server in general, just everywhere.
You know what's crazy though, Panda? You say everyone's related and you're scared. I actually tried my best to try and have Max to be a part of a Z, but then Max got the fucking boot. Just ignored his ass. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Yep. Voss is really.
Yeah.
Listen, that's
the
another.
Voss family conspiracy runs probably as deep as
that's another name I keep hearing. Oh, Skinny Craig. What? 10 thanks so much for gifting 10 subs. Wow. Wendell. Fuck.
Wow.
No. What, Ant? You talking about? Oh my god, Hype Train level 3. Hell yeah. But now he's PA.
A lot of PA conspiracy as well.
Okay. Honestly, I don't understand how. I feel like all the conspiracy went with crew. Honestly.
Okay, well, that was like a weird era, but there's a lot of.
To be honest with you, though, Monica, I feel like it was such a weird era. Oh, what the fuck? Damn. Oh my. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Thank you so much, Zeke. Oh my god.
Thank you, Zeke. Wow.
Jesus. Whew. All-time record shattered.
Period. Literally.
Damn. Jesus.
That's the man right there.
That's the dog. Got that dog in him.
That's incredible.
Holy shit. Damn, Psycho Dog, you're not even subscribed to your own channel. Damn, dude. He tried to use his own emotes.
I see them.
Damn, you do? I don't. Damn.
Yeah, I see he's using his emotes. Yeah, I see him.
All I see is Psycho Love, 180 love. So wait,
PA
okay.
is a great way to let loose, to be fair. Like, to Pandai's like point. The PA is like they are a cute little bunch of weirdos. There's a lot of like cops that are crossing over now because they're getting a little burned out on the routine of being a cop. But PA is a good like introductory bounce. We have to be really careful because people see PA as like a rage bait. But they're just little goofballs. They're just trying to have a good time, and we got the weirdos in there. But it's a good, if you're like nervous about being around PD because you think that PD is so serious or whatever, it's a good little step into, you know what I mean? It's like you're adjacent to cops, but your responsibilities are like filling out hostage reports, giving weapons licenses and getting to participate in the booting of cars. And that's basically all that they do. We do a lot with DOJ roleplay as well. We help a lot with expungements, but you're not like getting shot at all the time. It does happen, but not all the time. But it is a good, sweet little time.
Wait, guys, wait. I have to let y'all know this. Guess how many subscribers we actually have on the channel right now? Guess.
How many?
6'7". 6.
Oh. There's no way you just 6'7". We're too old for 6'7".
True. We are. I don't really get it. But I do. Yeah.
They don't get it. None of them get it. Nobody gets it. Like
6'7".
Brother. That's funny.
But honestly,
Yeah.
PA's the stuff I've done so far on PA actually have been kind of fun, except for the one experience I had with a girl, and it
Explain,
was
please.
explain.
Go
Okay,
behind the role play on that one. Explain what
okay,
happened and then how you feel.
okay. So basically, I was supposed to give out this test to um this girl and this guy, and I might have misread it. I thought it said if any felonies, they have to charge them what is like 6,000 or something like that, or 5,000,
For what?
whatever, for them to get their license for like fishing. But I misread it. Obviously, it's just
Oh,
for hunting or whatever or something
for
like
hunting.
that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's the
Fishing,
same document, so I understand. Yeah.
fishing, not at all. So
Yeah.
I charge them 5K or 4K, something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but I charge her for it.
Okay.
She comes
Sure.
back, she starts yelling. I mean, top of the lungs. You can hear her fucking esophagus fucking shaking, her tonsils fucking clapping, saying like,
Oh,
"Excuse me, sir. I believe you overcharged me. You scamming me, you little scammer." I'm like, okay,
okay.
you want me
Let's
to?
out it. You did scam her.
I'll transfer you the 3K that I overcharged you if you'd like. I can give you a 3K back. Oh, are you? I'm like, yeah. Here you go. Give me your bank
Okay.
account. But man, she, oh my days, brother.
Damn, she
Oh,
had you pinned against the wall. You were so scared.
my back was to her. My hands were on the wall. Her hand right up my
She's
fucking.
like reaching for your wallet
Exactly,
in your frozen
exactly,
pocket. Yeah, no.
exactly. Wearing me like
Yeah,
a
dude, I
damn
get it.
wearing like a damn puppet at this point.
Yeah.
And
You
I'm
should
like,
not have done that to her.
I mean, it was my first day, my first hour of being PA. Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! Like,
And
holy
and I
fuck!
bet you never make that mistake again.
I've never clocked in since then. To be honest with you, I haven't even clocked in. To be
Not
honest with you,
that.
I haven't clocked in.
No.
You can ask Aunt or Phoebe. Like literally, I have not
Dude,
clocked in ever since that
you have
fucking
to clock
day.
in.
Mm,
That's listen, there are way more stressful
uh,
situations that you're gonna encounter in PA.
uh,
But to be fair, most of the PA stuff we're doing in groups. So like when we're booting cars, the PA has been shot off of booting a car. Okay, people don't want to pay that $500 ticket. It's now $1,000, but
a
you
thousand
people used to
dollars.
people used to shoot us over
Oh,
that fucking $500 ticket. But you know,
let's
it's
take you
there's
booting. Fuck.
yeah, let's go booting.
I feel like
Let's do some community outreach, like go gang block to gang block and just kind of see what's troubling them
ooh,
or whatever. I mean, let's do it.
look at a hype chest. Ooh, what is this? Little emoji. Picked up a
Okay.
pack it up emoji. Pack it up. What? Choo choo.
Pick it up is crazy.
Pack it up is actually a really great emote. What the fuck?
That is
A little
funny.
teabag action. Okay. Teabagging. All right.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm hearing is
Rad.
right is that
Mhm.
I'm supposed to. So now that I'm PA with Max, I should actually
Yeah.
start streaming more whenever I get on
Yes.
duty, and just
Yes.
fucking just so people can witness all this shit that's going on.
Yeah,
Because
PA is weird because in a way it's super slow. Like if you're like Blair, I like to do it on Blair where I'm literally sitting at the front desk or I'll keep her busy by like mopping or just like doing like menial like little tedious tasks and then just helping people as they come. But it's either you're going from 0 or you're at 100. It's like you're booting cars, you're dealing with people. There's 100 people in the lobby trying to get their fishing license or weapons license or whatever. Or you're just like waiting for people. Like it's so weird. It's either dead or you're doing 100 things. But usually with PA because it does have its slow periods, we get together as a group and we'll go out and do things together. We'll get all the Allen brothers on duty and we'll go boot cars or we'll do like a speed trap or like a DUI checkpoint, stuff like that. Just it's we have the ability and the freedom in PA to do a lot more of like the RP based stuff whereas police officers are truly responding to crime. Like they're a
yeah,
very reactive role, but we are reactive too to the front desk, but mostly it's we're going out and we're engaging. So it's fun. It's a good time. I think you
right.
should spend more time on Max. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
And stream it.
that one time was
Whew, she got you. You were
she
scared.
I was scared. I
That's
was
you've been PA one day and you have a nemesis already. Like
already,
that's
bruh.
crazy.
That is
That's
crazy.
great.
Leave it to
That's
me.
great role play.
Now it's time to make Max a fucking serial killer. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was. Yeah, I gave Piper her fishing license yesterday on Blair. Yep. Yeah, she's different from Astrid. So sometimes people can't tell.
No more skisk. What?
Oh, also for those of you who are in the DOJ or PD and are aware of the sovereign citizen roleplay that happened yesterday, on Blair yesterday, I got to have one of the sovereign citizens come back to request their goods, and I was on Blair, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, how fun!" Um, so he was actually like really nice, and he wasn't like doing the sovereign thing. He was just very much like, "I'm just here for my stuff." It wasn't as like I thought it was going to be like way more aggressive and way more I don't know, crazy, but I love there's like this group of sovereign citizens who created a protest after we shut down cocaine, like one of the cocaine things the other day. Um, and uh they were like protesting outside of VPD like in the parking lot. So they all got arrested and they were they were standing up and they were like, "I do not consent to this seizure of my person. I do not give up any of my rights under constitution, blah, 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 blah." Like they're just listing off things and it was interesting role play. I really hope that they continue going on with that. And I was like begging, like internally just like screaming like, "Oh my god, I hope he gives me such a hard time on Blair because it's just like the perfect nemesis story. She's too bubbly and like fun and like customer servicey. It wouldn't work, but it would be fun. You know what I mean? I like a challenge. People don't tend to challenge my characters once they know who I am, and it's not very fun for me. But
Oh, Jimmy has no problem challenging Astrid. You know what I'm saying? He'll say it was out
some
of
people do.
pocket thing.
There are
Yeah.
some people who know me and they're very comfortable doing it, but on the majority, like, dude, usually if I have to have a meeting with somebody on that, this is very like sad, but a lot of times people will should we like just talk about it? Should we just drag like some COC drama in for like a
Sure.
minute?
Sure.
Okay, dude. So
Sure.
I've been recently on Astrid, who is my small ped. She's technically right now the acting chief of police until Mag gets back from his sabbatical. Right. So I've been doing a lot of PD stuff. She's used to be the state attorney general. She's only the deputy now. Akira's the state attorney general. So she's got a lot of responsibility, a lot of things she does. Technically in character, she's a member of the Chamber of Oversight and Reform, which is like a step above all the government entities. So that's technically me, Aaron, and Rick Grimes, which is me, Flaws, and Aaron from our staff team, right? And Mag is also on that when he's around on Bishop, but he's like I said on sabbatical. So we have a lot of responsibilities. But what I've found is happening recently is that people are having issues with the COC, and they don't feel satisfied with the conversations that they're having with members of the COC, like the clerical staff or like the administrators or like the directors, like the people who run the COC are telling these people like, "Hey, no," or like, "Here's the answer to your question for whatever reason." And they're just like, "Well, I don't like that answer, so I'm gonna go ask Astrid." And so I've had to create this like little chain of events that happens where Astrid has a personal assistant that's Duran Allen. Great ad, by the way. Thank you to the person at Moments Crystal who made that. I love the ads for Astrid and Duran.
Oh, the one
But
where
now
he's
basically
like sneaking around or something like that, right?
he like pops up like in front of her and like literally pushes up in front of Astrid in the ad. And it says something like, "You want to talk to Astrid, like too bad, talk to Duran." And yeah, Ant tweets it all the time, says it all the time, "Too bad, talk to Duran." But anyway, so what happens is they'll have this situation, they'll talk to Pat or they'll talk to like one of the clerical employees, like just these people in the COC who were trying to help them and give them the correct answer. But people feel the need to reach out to Astrid to I don't know if they're looking for me specifically with like my ownership of the server or if they think that I have more authority or that they can convince me over the COC. But I have had at least 4 meetings in the past month of people who are dissatisfied with a conversation they had with a COC member and they're trying to convince Astra to something different. Like Duran has been a great sport throughout all of this. I will give the person who plays Duran a lot of credit. I find it to be really I'm worried that he's gonna, like, burn out on this. It's a lot. Um, you know what I it is a lot to have to go through those meetings, but he does come and he's very helpful and he does all of the scheduling and it's really nice and convenient for me. But it feels very much like someone said in chat that it's like, dad said no, so I'm gonna ask mom. But there have been so many people who have, like, scheduled these meetings with Astrid where they're complaining about the COC or the person they talk to in the COC, or they're complaining about a system, or they're complaining about the penal code. All of these things, technically, Astrid has authority over, or literally wrote herself. And it's like, why am I having to handle this? You know what I mean? Like, it becomes like this very like Your dad said no. Like, why are you asking me? Like, why do you have to come to Astrid to answer this question? It is, dude, it is a lot. Um, so there is a little bit of there's a little bit of like I'm gonna call Astrid and see what Astrid says, but I feel like most of the time I agree with what those other entities are doing. Um, I even got a complaint because someone got blacklisted from Pillbox. And so I had 3 different people reach out to me about one person's blacklist because they got blacklisted from Pillbox for a hostage situation that happened there. And I'm like,
And
"Why is this an Astrid problem, you guys? I don't." But did I handle it? Yes. You know what I mean? I try to help people out in RP, man.
yeah, but
It's a
but
lot.
that's the issue though. I feel like you help one person and then like, oh, I let Asher know about this random thing, and she literally got it really good, and then they tell their friends, and you know what I'm saying. So then it becomes a big
I
wildfire of
mean,
like,
yeah.
Asher can fix it. You know what I'm saying? If no one can, Asher can fix it.
Maybe that is it. Maybe. Yeah, I believe that is how she is listening to someone's phone, but it's just kinda like it sucks to play on Astrid sometimes because she's got a lot of responsibilities. And I know it's hard, um, to get through. It's kinda like people just want their opportunity to do the role play the way that they want to. And I I genuinely can't tell if it's like, if they're asking for Astrid because they know it's me and they think that the server owner will empathize with their like, I want people to do the role play they wanna do. So I don't know if they're asking for me like Sass or if they're asking Astrid because Astrid has authority in character. It's hard for me to, like, tell what the angle is for some people. But to the point of how we even got here, in most of these conversations that I'm having with these people, they'll be like, "Hey, COC told me no, I can't open this type of business." And then they'll, that's how they tell Duran they want to have this meeting. They come into a meeting with Duran and I'm like, "Okay, you can't open that kind of business." And then they're like, "Okay." You know what I mean? But obviously, I'm explaining to them like, "Hey, this is why I think that we're not looking to open this type of business. If you have an interest in opening a business, maybe you could look into some other elements or whatever." And so maybe it's because I'm explaining it more. I'm giving them more depth. I don't really know what the issue is, but it's been 4 different times in the past month about COC. But my point is, usually if they're coming to me, I'm literally reiterating, maybe with more information, what the COC is saying, but I'm saying no and they're not fighting it. You know what I mean? Like they're just like, "Okay, mom and dad said no." Maybe it's that, or maybe it's just like, "Well, Astrid said no, so I can't." I don't know. I can't tell which one it is.
I feel like it's just because like you can do it. I feel like like you literally have the power to do it. You know, is that messed up
Yeah,
to
I can't tell if
say?
it's a power thing or if it's like an informational thing. Like it could be,
Both,
but then
both. I
I'm
feel
so thorough,
like
I'm explaining both.
I
Like
feel like it's
maybe
both.
I'm more in depth.
Yeah, I
Could
feel like
be.
it's probably both. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't mind. To be clear, like this is not a complaint. I will do that role play. A big part of what Astrid does is to clarify those kinds of things and to make sure that people are doing what they want to do. Me as a person, like out of character, I want you to have the kind of role play that you want. But I can't do that in a way that disservices other people in my community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I care about everybody's role play. So I can't let you specifically open up, the 25th food restaurant business because then the other 24 people who have food restaurant businesses suffer. But I'll explain to you why that is in character. You know what I mean? If it's not clear or if you're dissatisfied with the response that you've gotten, I don't mind doing that. Um, but I think that how we got here is I was complaining that people tend to just, when they figure out who I am, they just don't fight things. I've only had one person in these past meetings who really pushed back against me saying no, and they were really trying to convince me. And I found it to be really refreshing in a way, to be honest, because people tend to just not argue with me.
Wait,
They
wait,
find
who
things.
would want to argue with the AKA used to be known as bitch attorney? You know,
Yeah.
like
I mean, yeah, and she's kind of authoritative. She's kind of intimidating.
you
That's
know,
how I play
like I
her.
feel
But
like. Well, I mean, to be okay, can we just talk about that for a second?
yeah,
How much you actually had to be actually to like feel comfortably to call yourself the bitch attorney? Like you already know that you're
oh
that way
yeah,
in court. Like
oh yeah, oh
yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
like
she's I believe that everyone who does DOJ roleplay, it's integral in your character that you have to do the whole zealously advocating for your client thing. Like you have to be passionate about it. You have to be it's like an adversarial system. If you want to do court RP, you have to be comfortable fighting. So there's a lot of like abrasive, let's say, or aggressive personality types in the DOJ, like the Astrids and the Ryan Vosses and the Ryan Matthewses. We're abrasive. but you have to be to do that role play. So, like, yeah, from even when I joined the server, I had to ask permission from the only judge who was on the server back then when it was NVRP, if I could refer to myself as the bitch attorney, because I just knew that's how I play Astrid. She is that bitch. She is gonna be a bitch in the courtroom. And I had to get permission because the person who played the judge on the server didn't like, quote, the B word.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, we
but she let
can't
me.
we move over that, but that's also just fucking crazy. But
Yeah.
also, why are people saying that they're scared of Blair? Why do they say or
I think Blair's the scariest too, but it's because it's like an uncanny valley fear. Like it's some she's so kind and she's so sweet and it's like saccharine, like overly sweet and it's weird. You know what I mean? It's just like, why is she?
one
You know what I
squeak
mean?
away
Like,
from cracking? Cracking
yeah.
what? Cracking your skull or
Yeah.
what?
From just like breaking out of the sweetness and just like going on a rampage or something. Like you don't know with her. That's kind of like the joy of her, I think. I like that character a lot. I wish I played her more often. Um,
She kills everybody.
I don't know.
Jesus.
That's what I mean. She's saccharine. She's super sweet, overtly sweet. But she is weird. It's, like, just off-putting. She's constantly smiling. Why is she smiling? She's just standing there quietly by herself, and why is that okay for her? Like, it's just that's the point of her. Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm just reading all this stuff. It's just, oh my god.
it's true, though. I mean,
Wait, so
I get why people feel that way.
you have a character named Bianca?
Yeah, that's the, supreme justice is what
Now
they call
why?
Chief
Now why?
Justice.
Now why is Eve scared of her?
Oh, because um,
Oh Jesus, that bad, huh?
okay. So Bianca Garrett is we don't really talk about her because I don't really play her too much. She's like the end of the line final decision for anything court related. Anytime there's like an appeal, anytime there's like someone with capital charges needs to get expunged, she's the one that handles it. And so she's very like strict. Like I play her very rarely to the point where she doesn't have a relationship with people. You know what I mean? Like even she has like respect for her peers, like the other judiciary members, but she doesn't like display that, and that's like purposeful. She doesn't put herself in a situation of conflict very often. Um like a conflict of interest. So she can handle any court case that is presented to her because she's not going to know anything. She's not involved with people. But she's very direct, she's very cold, she's very serious. Everything is offensive to her. When it comes to courtroom like attire, courtroom demeanor, how things are handled, everything is needs to be by this book that's not even written, right? This is not even like a code that she can point to physically and hold people accountable to. She just holds them accountable to it with her finger at their neck. You know what I mean? She literally is she just shames them into behaving because she's very like prim and proper and like very I don't know how to explain it. She's got this old, like, she's got this demeanor of, like, an older, like, Southern woman, um, like, very highbrow, like, very, like, looking down her nose at you and just, like, being disgusted with the fact that you can't behave appropriately to her standard that she's not made you familiar with. That's how, like, I present her. She does, like, kick back, like, she'll, like, have fun with the other judiciary members, like, we went and bought a bunch of cars one night. She can laugh, she can have a good time, but, yeah, she's just kinda she is a bitch by nature, but it's because she's not meant to have a relationship. She's just meant to be there to make the final call. You know what I mean?
Like it
Yeah,
took she
yeah,
took away
Bianca
my.
absolutely would. She would kick people out for not being dressed appropriately sitting in the courtroom, like, people being on their phones, like, she's just like that's just who she is. It's like really nasty, mean old lady who, like, this courtroom is her kingdom, and everything in it needs to be the way that she needs it to be. No talking too loudly, like, some people used to, like, role play like they were eating chips in the courtroom, and she would lose her shit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of clips of Bianca of, like it's just fear. Like, that's, like, what people feel. Like, there was, a clip where Ollie and, Mia Jackson went up onto the bench and, like, hit the gavel and didn't know that Bianca was in, like, the the judge's room, like, right
Oh
behind it.
no.
It and she all she did was unlock the door and walk through it, and they just ran, and they were like, "I didn't do it, my bad." Immediately just, like, run back into the audience and sit down, and she just backed up through the door. She didn't even say anything, like, she just appeared, and they were like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck." You know what I mean? Like, that is the presence that Bianca kind of bestows, so but again,
Jesus.
that's different from Astrid, that's different from Blair, that's different from, my other ones. yeah, it's just, she's got an air about her. That's the point of her, though, I promise. She has, like, you know, she's got a little backstory. Like I said, I think it's important for everyone to kinda, like, draft their character with aspirations, goals, like, likes and dislikes, belief systems, and just Bianca's are very rigid, that's all. That, Wonka situation was actually so hard for me to do because Astrid is the one that prosecuted him, you know, zealously. Um, and so then I had to be there for Bianca for him to potentially get the expungement, and of course I allowed it, but I was just like, "Well, if I didn't have to, I would have been there advocating so staunchly against it as Astrid because she feels very passionate about it, where Bianca didn't know anything about it." You know what I mean? I had to do a bunch of research to remind myself of what was going on with that case when it came around, but that was a great period of role play too. That whole like
And
Wonka
guess where I was at?
situation.
Guess where I was at?
Where were you, dude?
I was literally watching the court case, literally in there streaming it. Like
Dude,
I
that lasted for 2 days. That was the most people I've ever seen in that courtroom. They were there the whole time. I
the
had,
whole
like,
time.
people who were DMing me the whole time. They're like, "This is like a court movie. This is like,
Yeah,
like a TV show." Like,
literally. Let me tell you,
I cried a lot
like,
on that one.
and honestly, and like I said, I've told you plenty of times, if there's a chance for me to watch Court RP like fully, I'm
Yeah.
there. Like I something about Court
Yeah,
RP,
it's so
something
cool.
about now. I don't like being a part of it, obviously.
Yeah.
Don't like that at all. But I love
Yeah.
watching people fuck up. I fucking love it, especially in a court setting. Oh my god! And then of course, if someone doesn't say something right, or if someone doesn't say eject the right way, or whatever. Oh
Yeah.
man, I love it. I love it.
It is so fun to, like, be a part of, but also to watch. I'll even go and just watch if I'm not involved, you know? Court RP has a lot to offer. Even if you don't understand anything about how court works, you can understand when arguments are being made and when things are just silly or whatever. Um, I wish that I don't know, maybe we should do a little bit better in scheduling court events in the event section of the Discord so that people know when it's happening. Because we tend to not, like, talk about it in character or whatever, but, like,
Yeah. I think
I
that
mean,
should
we
be a
schedule them in
thing.
the DOJ, we just don't schedule them in, like, the main Discord. Also, we just assume it's not something that most people enjoy. Although, we had, a case against what was the character? Shelly Snipes. She pled not guilty to a couple of charges, and there were, like, 40 cops who just came, to see how that was gonna play out. They were just all sitting there. So, I don't know. I think,
I feel like that's at listen. As
yeah.
many times as I've seen court cases now, I don't get into city much just because I'm really busy most of the time. But
Huh.
I absolutely love it. Like something
Yeah,
about
it's
it. I
fun.
just and also like making Max dress all like very suit like and all that. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It should be fun, dude.
something about
Yeah.
it. I don't know, something about it.
Mhm. I don't know how we got on I'm so sorry. We this happens every time we get on the podcast. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes of us just talking about nothing on the agenda that you
Nope,
actually had.
nope.
Like,
I actually
we, like,
and by the way,
broached the topic, and then we just tangent off of it.
And
I'm so
by the way, guys, I actually was very smart this time. I actually made agenda, actually like typed
Yeah,
out
we have
exactly
topics.
what actually topics, and yeah, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. You know, obviously I knew this was going to throw the agenda out. Yeah,
Every time.
yeah, every time.
I think
Yeah,
one time I was on here with you, it was, like, 5 hours. I don't know if we're gonna hit that
I don't think we're
today,
well. I don't think so, to
but
be honest with you.
yeah. But
But
it's happened is what I'm saying.
yeah, it's
We tangent. We gotta,
yeah,
like, lock in.
no,
Lock in, Alex.
we can't lock in, we can't lock in. We're too, uh, we can't. Cut you off. You guys want? Yeah. True,
I
you
don't
did.
blame you,
You
dude.
do. You do. 5 hour hype train. 5 hour psycho dog. I don't think or Zeke. I can't remember exactly which one. But listen, no. What the 5 hour hype train? Jesus. Was when shooting happened. Chaos so fun quarter P. Listen, there's always gonna be this my one view. Okay, if you can get your established character, someone who like literally everybody knows, and I don't mean everybody, I mean literally like how can I explain? Like if you go out to the city, right, and you're just running around, and someone goes, hey, blank, blank, there you are, hey, blank, blank, your character's very established, by the way. Literally, like let me tell you, so many times on Jimmy, I've literally ran around somewhere, And so many people say, "Hey, Jimmy," people who I don't even know, to be honest with you, say, "Hey, Jimmy," don't even know. Now, if you can take that character and do a court case with it, I guarantee it. And if it's published anywhere, so people can see it, so many people are going to show up. And I highly recommend that. Just
I wish that I had a version of the denim jacket on my Astrid ped because I feel like Astrid would wear a Jimmy slime
So
jacket. I don't think the females got a version though.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So there was one point where a big argument, came up out of nowhere. That was like, that females don't have that denim jacket with
That jacket.
denim
Yeah.
jacket, any denim jacket. And I was like, well, wait, like I'm pretty sure there's a denim jacket out there. And guess what
They
happened?
would.
Literally, the next couple of months, a female's denim jacket popped up. But then they're like, well, why can't they put Jimmy on the back of it? I was like, I don't know. I could ask them. Then I got told that they can't do it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Aw.
Literally, I get to, bro. I saw. Let me tell you, Mandy, fucking Arvia, fucking. Who
Yeah.
else? Who else was yelling at me about that? I mean, so many girls kept DMing me, being like, "It's unfair." I'm like, "What? How can I? I can't even control that." To be honest with you,
I know. But yeah, I mean that's what I heard too, is that there was just no female version available, which is like, okay, I understand, but it sucks.
But to be honest with you, I feel like it's just you take the Jimmy North like name or whatever with the slime on it, and you just
Like a layer or whatever.
put it over it. You know, like
I would genuinely love it. My problem is because I play on the Astrid ped, it's like it's hard. Like I literally have a spreadsheet of like fixes I need on my little ped. Like none of my this is like deep lore, deep cut. Don't look for this if you find me in character. But whenever Ash was wearing like her class A uniforms, I have to wear a different hair on her because the neck sticks out. So I have like a lot of fixes I have to put onto my Astrid ped. So I just like don't like bombard the clothing devs with like little changes because it's just like I have a little list of tweaks that I'm waiting on.
send me that
Really?
list.
Can I?
Well, first off,
I
Panda,
will. I will send it to you,
what about my
Panda.
fucking Rex? Anyways, all right.
But I would genuinely like a Jimmy jacket. None of the females had it. Even if I wanted to wear it on Blair, I couldn't. You know what I mean? That's true. Wait, that's
I
true.
did
You did do
ask
the
you.
Taco Hut thing.
Jimmy North?
Yeah.
No,
That
it's
is
Jimmy.
so
It's
cute.
Jimmy North, by the way, not Jimmy North. Even though
That's not true.
that's
Young James North.
okay, young James. Honestly, to be honest with you, I love how
I
Jimmy's
will.
like end of like his like era of music was like he kept saying young James or anything like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, like I
Yeah.
love
That's
that.
what Bishop used to call him too.
Oh, I
Young
know.
James.
That's why I ran with it because I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like I'm gonna take this name. I honestly thought about just completely just making it Timothy Norton. Oh Jesus.
Dude.
Making it like Jimmy's like whole like music persona because like Swamp Man, Swamp Thing, like all that was kind of like his beginning. I really want to try and do it, but then like I remember I think it was like Tracy Loco's like Basement Beats or something like that, and I put on the
Yeah.
piece of paper Young James, and then Sage or Scarlett whatever messaged me.
Yeah.
She was like, do you really want me to say Young James? I'm like, like, nah, you can call me Jimmy North, it's okay. I'm like, I really wanted to, like, but I was like, it's okay.
We can't commit to the bit.
I can't commit.
You're just Jimmy at the end of the day.
I can say Young James, but
Yeah.
but yeah. I did.
Okay, you're Jimmy North.
Thank you. Well, I used to be. He's dead, unfortunately. But,
It's like Eminem with his like Slim Shady era, right? Like he's
true.
still Eminem.
True.
You're just like Jimmy North with your Young James era.
James Randall. What?
Yeah, true.
No.
What do you mean? No.
I like Young James. I like that. Young Jay, anything like that. Funny enough, we've talked about this briefly off stream, but my little brother, he's here. His name is Christopher Who. He's actually starting to like slowly try and like make a character. Now keep in mind, y'all, right? He has no computer, he has no way to actually go into EchoRP. His name's Christopher Who. That's his Twitch name. Christopher Who. Yeah, Christopher Who. Now he's just recently started to get really fascinated about Jimmy North's like RP career, like going from music, going from legacy, all that stuff. He's actually made like a complete backstory of like how might have been yeah, it was absolutely it was our fault. Yeah, true. So he
Look
actually
what you've
made,
done.
I know, made actual backstory, actually made like how, like, I don't know, just he made this complete backstory, which is actually pretty good. To be honest, it actually fits with Jimmy's whole fucking family. His mom and dad left him in the damn sewer when he was a baby, and then they, went out and had, and we actually came up with his name, Dennis North. I don't know. And then we also said that whenever, once Jimmy met him, his brother, he'd call him Denise. I feel like that's very funny, just because
That is funny.
Denise North, but only Jimmy would call him that,
Okay.
but he, and the way he looks is he has blue hair. I think he has goggles. I can't remember if he put goggles on him or not. Um, but pretty much just like a,
Mhm.
I don't know, like a basic outfit. I don't really know, but like honestly, the only way he can
You've
actually,
established an entire backstory and
exactly,
lore for his
exactly,
character.
and
That's
honestly,
good.
honestly, Monica, I was wondering if I were to give you this backstory, would you take a read of it and see if he would
Yeah.
even get approved to come in and go? Not that I'm saying like legit,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Well, here's like a little like fun fact for people who don't know. As a person who's been allow listed on Echo for well over a year, you can actually vouch for your brother to get in without having to like pay for the application.
Really? Oh shit.
Yeah, so he
Oh
wouldn't have
shit.
to pay for it. You would just be vouching for him. But yeah, I'd be willing to like
Now
look at his
now
backstory.
like I
He
say,
just needs to be able to answer the question for me.
he doesn't have a computer. There's no way for him to actually fucking get into the game. Unless anybody want to donate $2,000 from a little bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. uh
we'll get there. We'll get there.
yeah, if anybody would donate to him, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Chris is starting to get an age where he's actually starting to kind of see a lot of like stuff that I do. He's been listening to a lot
Yeah.
of like Jimmy Norris music, which is a little scary because like, I've never. Mom obviously has. If I do, I can most set up. True.
Real.
Um, how long does it? How long it take for a pet to get put that doesn't say on the store?
Like a pet, like what I don't know what kind of pet. That's like a fair question. If you open like a ticket, they have like we have like a prompt for like pet stuff. If you're trying to do like an animal pet, if you're trying to do like any kind of pet, it has to get approved because they have to like view like the file sizes and there's like restrictions on if you're trying to pet like a
Oh,
shark
human.
pet.
Oh,
Like if
okay.
yeah, so it depends. It varies. But we have yeah, literally she said it varies. Yeah, so she's one of the devs that would look over it, so she would know. But you just have to open a ticket and then they have to look over your stuff before it gets put in. So
But anyways,
open a ticket anyway. Yeah.
so my little brother and I are trying to make this
Mhm.
song. It's called
You're gonna make a song together.
yeah, so we have a song, it's called Dispatch, and the hook is dispatch on my dick.
Okay.
And then the bridge part is like dispatch this ass. And
Okay. Terrified of crime, by the way. Like you don't even like. Okay, but we're talking about
well,
dispatch.
the reason why that song came about, we were talking about the game Dispatch. If anybody's ever heard of that game, actually pretty cool. You're actually like a superhero who's like trying to be dispatched for superheroes or some shit like that. At least that's my understanding of
Oh
it.
yeah,
And Chris was talking to me
yeah.
about it, and I was like, "Dispatch on this dick," and then we kept saying it
And it
back and
turned into a
forth.
song,
And I was like, "I wonder if there could be a good beat for it." Found a good beat for it, and then
dude.
literally I created like the first like 10 minutes of it, and
Yeah.
yeah, and I don't know if Chris can do it or not. That's the only issue, because obviously I know I can't, because I have buku years of music industry RP fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Real,
trained,
real.
you know what I'm saying? I'm house trained, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Yeah, I can't let a damn animal come in the shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's feral. He's got to be domesticated.
Exactly. He's feral, you know what I'm saying? Ready to a debate. Okay. All right. Okay, bro. All right, Panda. You know
She
what?
cooked you. She cooked
She
you.
cooked me. She cooked me. Damn it, with one fucking word, bro. Damn. But yeah, I don't know. Right now, Chris is really interested about being an Echo.
Real. That's
And
cool.
I don't know. It's so weird because Chris is like, literally the other night I was like, Chris, I don't know if I can even get you because so original plan, right? I told him
Yeah.
that I don't know if it'd be allowed. Probably not. Absolutely not. Was that he can we can make his character, like go in my Steam profile, make his character, and have him walk around for a little bit. Obviously not allowed. I already know it's not allowed. I told him, I said, Chris, that's probably not allowed. I'm not going to do that. He gave me the fucking saddest look of his fucking life. I mean, it looked like
Yeah.
I told him that Santa Claus wasn't real for the second time.
I mean, You could have him, like, try it out on, like, some, like, public servers or something to see if
Yeah.
he, like, vibes with it, or just, like, when he gets his own, like, little setup, just you can vouch for him so he doesn't have to pay for the application, and
Uh-huh.
then once he gets through his application process, he'll need his own CFX account, and then he just makes his own little character, and we'll just try it. Like, you don't have to have role play experience, you just have to have an understanding of the rules and expectations of our server in order to be allowed listed here. Like, some people play here, and it is their first role play server.
Yeah, it would be his.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I feel like this server, I feel very confident for it being his first server. Just to
Yeah,
like, like let's say like
I appreciate that.
somehow I resurrect Jimmy from the dead. You know what I'm saying? Because he's dead right now. He's
Yeah,
deleted. He's gone.
somehow.
Somehow.
Yeah, somehow. You have to dig deep
Somehow.
in the server files to
Dig
undelete
deep.
him.
Dig deep. I'm talking so damn deep.
Or have to
Um,
Frankenstein monster him, to jolt him back to life or something.
exactly. Joel, exactly.
It's
Um,
true. Afra does a lot of apps, so she knows what she's talking about.
bring back and Jimmy. I don't know if the EKG can well, okay, well hang on, Sushi. Okay, hang on.
Well, all the art's gonna be like him like crawling out of a grave and
Right,
stuff.
right. Well, there is a zombie one I did have made of him. To be honest
Mm.
with you. He's gonna creep. True.
Honestly, those are the things he's gonna miss is like the creep calling and like the random milk encounters and stuff. Like those are the things he's gonna be yearning for, not like the art, like the music and stuff.
See, look at
Oh,
that.
that is a little zombie. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
good for the season.
so good.
Well, the past season, I guess. Now
Jesus.
we're in like
No, seriously, I
June.
do feel kind of bad. Creep called Piper. I feel so bad. Um, I mean, it's like, you know what? I'm like, fuck it. Can you? Yeah, I was like, can you be my goth mommy real quick for me?
Oh
Yep,
my god.
yep, yep,
You would do that.
yep. I would, and I did. I did do it. Yep. And she was like, no. I was like, okay, all right, see ya, bye. It's just like hung up the phone and did whatever the fuck I had to do next. You know,
Yeah, creep call the next person.
if Jimmy can't, I don't even know. I don't know if his phone even works now. To be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like full of worms and dirt and stuff.
Yeah, worms, dirt, probably
Yep.
honestly,
Incinerated. I'm not really sure.
to be honest with you, the peak, I feel like peak oh, actually I haven't told you about this yet. I really want to tell you about this, but fuck it, I'll tell you now. So I was playing at a whole different server, and I got in just because I wanted to try it out. I made Jimmy
Okay.
there. I was running around, got put in a
Yeah.
situation where these two guys was holding up this comp, and they said get
Yeah.
in. I was like, okay, sure. And I got in the car. They took her to the hair place, this hair salon place. Got her looking crazy. She's like, who's the guy with the green hair? I was like, Jimmy North. She's like, oh, Jimmy North that made the hit song Swamp Baby. I was like, what? I was like,
No way.
yes,
Wow.
yes. I was like,
Dude.
swamp. I'm like, yeah, obviously. I was like,
Wow.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Crazy.
Like, that fucking threw me off. Like the whole night after that, I was thrown off. I was like, okay, I gotta get off. I gotta ride this high a little bit. To be honest with you, like that is so crazy. That's the second time that's happened to me. First time was I got taken to a bank robbery, and a guy was like, "What's
Yeah.
your name?" And I was like, "Jimmy." No, he's like, "Oh, shit! Like you're one of the reasons why I'm in the city right now." I was like, "Wait, what?" I'm sorry, huh? Yeah,
Wow, dude.
because he came here because of the music, whatever. And
Oh yeah, yeah, no, I know.
I was like, "Oh my god, like what?" Damn.
Mm.
Okay, but yeah, second time's happened. It was
That's good though.
it was a
People like
little
your music, dude.
out of body experience. Let me tell you.
Literally, yeah.
Uh,
Random server and you're getting recognized.
literally,
Oh my god.
bro. I was like,
I'm stoked for you. That is so cool, actually.
you
That's
know,
really cool.
and it's the way she says, "Oh, hit single Swamp Baby." I'm like, hit single. You're right, but what the fuck? Like, what? Oh god, dude, like that. Oh my god, dude, it was so crazy. Such a crazy night. Jesus. Ugh. Like, has that ever happened to you though? Like, have you ever been recognized or anything like that?
I don't play on other servers. I genuinely have not been on another like serious roleplay server since I joined Echo. Like not even once. Like not even like a small server like one of my friend zones or anything. I've never I just don't have time to like engage in another. I think I went on Arena one time in like 2021. But like that's literally the only other server I've been on. And every other server I've been on has been like the Echo Dev server, the Echo QA server. Like it's all just Echo. I've played other role play like games like I did like 2 nights on a Conan RP server that my friend owned, and like Arc once, but no, it's, you know, 5M.
Honestly,
I got allow listed on a Red server and never played. So
first
I
off, what?
haven't
First
done
off,
it.
okay, okay. Second important question of the day: Where is the fuck is the Red M Echo RP sir? Where? What?
Okay,
What?
real tea on that.
Grab your hands. What the fuck is my damn Red M fucking server right now, bruh? Like what?
Yeah, dude, we really, really wanted to do that. And at the time, we had like a subsection of the staff who specifically was helping Flaws. We had a schedule set up for Flaws where literally like certain days of the week he was working on 5M, certain days of the week he was working on Red. And we came up with a lot of like bumps in the road. First of all, like mechanically, like technically, there's a lot of differences in like how 5M works. Like people understand how to script for 5M, but right now in the Red community, a lot of it is still like there's a term for this where you basically like are reverse engineering to try to figure out how to do things. That's a lot of what was happening is that we were having to reverse engineer things. Some people, the escrow system like was just beginning then, like really, and people who had successfully done some reverse engineering were charging like insane amounts of money for very basic scripts. There's a lot of issues with Redem that we were working through. We only had like 2 devs on our team other than Flaws who were working on it, and it was just a lot on Flaws. I do think that the VoIP systems are not like, everything in Redem is behind in years of development time and like modding time, from 5M. 5M is a lot more developed than Redem is. So when it's just Flaws, and he's trying to maintain like the happiness of our 5M community, but he's also splitting 50% of his time trying to one understand how engineering works on Redem. It just was a lot on him to do that and then create scripts for it. We made a lot of progress. We did a lot of testing. And then there was like we had people who just like fell off of interest and didn't want to devote the time, or we got more engaged and stuff in the 5M server. It's really hard because like I said, it was literally like 2 devs, maybe like 2 and a half, 3 devs who were working on the Redem stuff. And it's a lot of learning before we can actually have any process. And even now, like in my understanding, like I don't play a lot of Redem servers. Like I've allow listed but never played. But a lot of my friends who do play tell me that they're very rich in role play because they are very sparse in scripts. Like there's not a lot of content mechanically given in Redem servers because we're just not there yet. I feel like Redem is a little bit behind in the space. Um,
So do you think
so
that GTA was it 6 or yeah, GTA
uh,
6? Do you think that is gonna like be even harder to like make into like a 5M or whatever
um,
the next gen gonna be?
I feel like we don't really know because Rockstar is quite interested in the 5M space, right? Like they've like acquired CFX and such, so they're working on things. We don't have a lot of information. I would say that we're aware of some things. We don't have like a full scope of things that are going to happen um, with GTA 6, but I think it will probably not be as hard to reverse engineer things. Like Redem is not equipped. I don't think that they're related to what CFX is doing necessarily with GTA. But I think it will be easier, or there'll be a different experience that's going to happen with GTA 6 rather than it be like 6M necessarily. But we don't really know. I mean, we're not going to know. I genuinely like if you guys remember when GTA 5 released, if you guys were old enough for that. I think wasn't it like we didn't even get like GTA Online. We didn't even get like the PC version for like a full year after GTA 5 released. Like it was only on console, and then we got it. I don't know if that's going to be the case this time with GTA 6, but we're already a year out of being able to get GTA 6 anyway. If they don't have PC support initially, that's also like worrisome. But I think we had to wait a while for GTA Online to come too, which is like the basic framework for um, 5M. So, like,
Sure, high school and
it's
GTA 5 came out.
when did it
Jesus.
come out? I think I was graduated from high school back then. Like, when did it come out? GTA 5 release. I'm Googling. Ancient game. September 17th, 2013. So I definitely graduated high school. I was in college, but
Oh yeah, I graduated high school too. I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
Pretty
if you were
sure.
before 2013, then yeah.
Or might have been
So it
actually on
released
to that.
on September 2013 for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and then subsequent versions for other platforms were released in November 2014 for the PS4 and Xbox One, and then April of 2015 was the first time it came to PC. So that was like 2 years after they got it on console. It was like a year and a half after it released on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, that it came to PC. I don't know if they're gonna do that, um, again. I don't know if they've said if it'll be available for PC when it launches, but they tend to be better about these things now. Although we did have to wait a year for, Red Dead as well. I remember I was working for a video game company at the time when Red Dead 2 came out, and I had to take the day off, and I was mad because I had to buy Red Dead 2 for, like, the Xbox One or something, because they didn't have the console version, or sorry, they didn't have the PC version for, like, a full year. So, it's, we'll have to see what's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna be hard to do. I think that we'll have a lot of support from Rockstar when that game comes out. It's just we don't know when we're gonna really get access to that game, to be fair, so
True though, Zeke. Literally, Vice City. That was like my forte. That was my. That was
big Vice
my
City guy.
my 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 jelly on my toast. You know what I'm saying? Just oh, with the samurai sword,
Yeah.
cutting up people at the nightclub. You know what? That actually makes sense. Why I have so many killers. Actually, wait.
That's why
Yeah.
all your, characters go to the serial killing route,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Damn.
remember the PSP.
Damn. Dude, I'll never forget this time. I was he has a type.
He does have
Jesus.
a type.
Jesus. My mom got
Real.
me a PSP, and I remember um she got me this like GTA like game. I can't remember if it was like Liberty Stories or some type of GTA like game. And I tried to put it in my damn PSP and it would not work. I was so looking forward to playing the game and it just wasn't working at all. And I got so heartbroken. So heartbroken because it just would not work. No matter how hard I blew on it, no matter how hard I tried to clean it, it wouldn't work at all. And I had to take it back to
Ew.
GameStop and had to get another game, which I don't even think I got. I think I was just so upset. I was like, just take me back home, please.
Dang, yeah. Tragic times.
Such tragic times. Those two stories because those are probably a little bit. Yeah, I feel like it was because of that. Yeah, probably that one.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
because it wasn't really mainstream. Yeah, I feel like that one. Yeah.
Good lord. I'm excited to see the campaign and the gameplay. I'm excited about the prospect of getting to play a female character. As a female, I know that women don't like that word, but like as a woman, I prefer
Here we go.
playing
Buckle up,
female
boys.
characters. You know what
Buckle
I
up.
mean?
It's
Like
gonna be a bumpy ride. Buckle up, boys. It's gonna be a.
I'm stoked for the ability. I feel like most of my time I played Franklin,
What the fuck is
in
that
like the
emote?
GTA 5, but I really like, didn't connect with like Michael or Trevor personally. I just like I don't know. I don't want to play these guys. So I played a lot of Franklin. And I don't think I finished the campaign at all. I don't think I finished GTA 5 and I just started playing the GTA Online. But I'm excited about getting to play a lady, a woman.
My most favorite thing from GTA 4 was probably not GTA 4 GTA 4 that online play
Yeah.
that that was probably my and also getting onto the swing glitch and launching my car across the whole fucking city. That was peak RP peak GTA for me
Peak
personally.
GTA. Yeah.
Yeah,
Peak
GTA.
campaign. Peak
Yeah,
campaign.
yeah, exactly. She don't need to
There's
finish it. She just can
dude, there's
watch. She can watch
there's
like
too many video games to play. I can't go back to GTA 5 campaign and finish it.
you can't go back. You can't go
I
back.
can't go back. Yeah, I mean,
Join Mountain's full speed. So true. Well, I feel like this is probably a good closing point. Yeah, if like we
you don't
talked
want to do
about
the agenda? Wait, there
we
was something on your agenda that I wanted you to talk about because I was
what
so curious.
what
I'm looking at the list.
okay.
Because you had something happen. First of all, we didn't even
Oh,
talk about your
my
fishing
my
story,
most embarrassing fucking fishing story. Forgot about
but I
that.
also want to know about what happened with Murphy because I have like no
Oh,
idea what
oh
you meant
yeah,
by that.
yeah. So okay. So pre context is right is that I think Moments was doing like a pop up like yearbook picture thing,
Yeah.
and Murphy was like, "Let's go do it. Let's take a picture." I'm like, sure. And
Yeah.
then I met this I can't remember her name, but I literally called her Foxy Lady. I don't know why, but just that's
Okay.
why I called her that. Literally have her on when I had Jimmy, alive before I killed him off completely. Um, I had her on our phone as Foxy Lady, but she was there. I was talking to her, or I wasn't really talking to her. I was literally just standing by her just because, like, why not? And these
Yeah.
three guys with like these top hats kind of came out of nowhere, speaking all like fancy like or whatever. And they were like, "Oh, like something." I don't can't remember exactly, but they was being very annoying,
Mm,
pretty much. And
okay.
I
To
was like,
her.
yeah, to her, and I was like, I don't really
Okay.
wanna, I don't really wanna. Like, I got very annoyed, and I kept asking Murphy like, "Hey, Murphy, can we go to the event now?" And he goes, "No, man, like a couple more minutes." I'm like, "Oh God, okay." And I literally had to sit there and listen to him and listen to him and listen to him. And I got so annoyed. I was like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna stand by Murphy's
Oh.
car just because, like, why not?" And then we finally go and we're driving around and Murphy's like, "Jimmy, why'd you act the way you did?" I'm like, "Cause like I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to be very interesting, you know? But like I don't know. The way they just acted towards us, I just didn't like it." And he was like, "Why do you always do this? Like, why do you always like why are you so bitter towards like new stuff that happens?" I said, "Because like compared to like, where Jimmy was from, like the first days of Envy, nothing can ever top that." And he was asking me why was Jimmy so bitter towards the new stuff, new people, new everything. Because the way that I feel and Jimmy feels is like you can try and like recreate that feeling, but honestly, like, okay, the new stuff is really nice, Not I'm not saying take away anything
Like
new.
what new stuff? Like
Like
what are you
the
bitter about? I guess I'm missing what are you bitter about? What
I
happened?
just like just how people react. I guess people just reactions and stuff like that, and just like
Huh.
I just miss how people used to RP back then. Just like just
You felt like people role played differently
yeah,
in the
yeah,
smaller
yeah,
player count
yeah,
days.
exactly, yeah, yeah.
Okay. We
I
did kinda we did touch on that a little
yeah,
bit.
we did touch that a little bit, just a little bit, but
Do
that's
you
how
think that there's too much, like do you think that there's too many scripts, like, too many mechanics, like, too many things to do that people are role playing less and just, like, mechanicking more? Or, like, what?
I wouldn't say that, right? Because like obviously like I love the
Okay.
poses. Okay, I love the poses. I love the couple
Oh,
poses,
yeah, we love
whatever.
photography.
I love
Yeah, yeah.
photography. Love been a big fan since day one until I killed Kree and then made Max Headroom as whatever. Um,
Okay.
but I don't know, to be honest with you, because I feel like mechanics obviously help the role play a lot. Did I hear
Yeah,
poses?
for sure.
You did. I did say poses, by the way. I did.
Like, emojis, poses,
I
like,
love
role play
I love
expressions.
that so much. You know what I'm saying? But now mechanics, I don't deal with mechanics, but then,
Okay.
there may be another person who may deal with mechanics, mechanics around the city like so much where maybe they might be say, yeah, there's too many mechanics. But to be honest with you, poser, Jesus. Um, I don't know. It's just I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. But like just RP from back then to now, obviously it's just a different wave of
Yeah,
fucking RPers. It's just like I feel like back then it's just people and it was lesser people. It was very
it was
limited
less.
on the stuff that we had. Um and
Yeah, it's like yeah,
I feel like we
very, like,
focused
content rich because we
exactly.
were skipped sparse or script sparse. Just like
Exactly.
that's how Reddit is. People in Reddit have, like, these great, incredible stories, like, I like to watch people stream Reddit, but they also just don't have a lot to do, you know what I mean? So they're laying heavily into their slash me's and their, the actual, like, content of their story and the things that they're trying to do because they don't have a lot of stuff to do. We have a ton of stuff to do. Like, even just, like, speaking on, like, criminal activity that there is to functionally do and, like, go through, there's a ton of shit to do. Even for Civ, there's a ton of things that you could be doing at any time. But I can kind of relate to the fact that it feels like the depth isn't there for a lot of people. Where some people, like back in the day, like back in the 77 players only days, we would go like hiking. You know what I mean? When was the last time you saw a group of people get together to go hiking up Chilia just to connect, just to like be involved in something or to protest something? And it's literally you've got like 25 to 30% of the server on this hike. We used to do that all the
To
time,
be honest with you,
you
I
know?
really miss protesting in Echo. That was probably
Yeah,
where
you remember
my
the Daru protests?
I miss those fucking protests. Like something
Yeah.
about that right there. I feel like something like that is absolutely missing. Just
It's
protests
like a
about
connection of a large group of people to
exactly.
get a lot of people engaged in one topic,
Exact
one thing.
like
Yeah,
what with
sure.
Ink, Daru, fucking
Yeah, the Daru, like, sexual harassment protest is crazy.
yeah.
We were talking about that the other day. Um, there's a lot.
I mean, it's
There's a
just
lot
like
of
I don't know, I just feel
injustices
like right
happening.
now the way I
Remember
feel
there was a
like
guy who used to, like, protest, about the Tongva Hills? He, believed that, like, he had, like, natural, like, possession or ownership, like, he was what is the term I'm thinking of? Like, he was a native of that
oh
area,
yeah,
and so
oh
he used
yeah,
to do protests for that.
oh yeah. Do you remember that?
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, like, there's some people who kind of pop up with a little role play story like that. Every time there's, like, an Epsilon group, I love that.
Storm
I
Crow,
love that shit. Yeah,
Storm Crow,
Storming Crow?
Storm Crow.
Storming Crow, I think? He was an EMS for a while. But yeah, that's what I mean, like, people pop up with, like, little stories like that, and then they involve a lot of people, and that's why I was so stoked about those sovereign citizens that showed up. Like, I hope that they continue to just harass the hell out of cops because that it was fresh. There was maybe some lines crossed, maybe a little bit of too much button pushing, but, like, it's the right idea. It's atypical role play. It's not like the standard, like, get on the server, get your car repaired, like, go to a restaurant, and then just, like, campfire role play with your homies, like, you're all hanging around each other. Like, there's more, like, story-driven ideas. There's more, like, action-packed things happening, more engagement with people beyond your normal scope. I would like to see that too. I assume that is happening. It's just, I don't see it because the type of role play that I'm having to be engaged in.
Now
Um,
I will say though that not the most peakest RP I've ever seen, but probably one of the coolest RPs stories I guess I kind of think that I was contributing in or whatever
yeah,
was my Epsilon program fucking thing I did for like a couple of weeks. Well,
I
bro,
love that.
that
I love the Epsilon stuff.
Jacob, he
Yeah.
would bring so many of his friends and make them pay me like because I was told that they want to get to this lesson to pay $3,000, 3,000 or something like that. And they were,
Yeah.
whoa, 3,000. What are you telling us? I'm like, well, I can't tell you until you pay me, type thing. And then they kept saying me
Yeah.
like being like, oh, like, all right, well, all right, here you go. And I tell them, but I'd have up on one screen Epsilon like lessons, and another one I'd have like Severance, whatever. And I'd always kind of cross them two into each other.
Yeah.
And there was one point where Jacob and he brought his boyfriend with him, and just I let him have it, whatever. And Jacob had a full on meltdown, and then she kept sending me clips of everything that happened. I made that man question his own reality and character. Like I never thought that anything I said actually stick, but apparently the guy, his boyfriend was freaking out because Jacob was having his mindset, being whatever. Oh my
Yeah, like,
god.
altered.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you're
god.
you're brainwashing them because that's what they
Exactly.
feel. Yeah.
Is I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, dude. I'm like, and then obviously I kind of stopped getting on just because like I don't know. I feel like part of my work OC and also just I'm always sleepy and tired. But I really wish I
Yeah.
could have done something more with that. But I feel like I don't know. I
I
just
think there's, like, 2 groups right now running independent Epsilon programs right now, or
really
one of them may have transitioned into a different type of cult-based role play, but there were 2 simultaneously running. Yeah, I see some weird like, every once in a while, I'll, like, pull out of, doing role play and I'll just, like, spectate just to see what people are up to, like, sometimes, like, we'll just take the time to invest in making sure the community is, like, 1, safe, but, like, 2, just, like, what they're doing and, like, what they're talking about because we get some ideas of, like, you're just talking to your homie, you're like, "Oh my god, it'd be so cool if da da da," like, you and I, we have a conversation, and then you'll spit out, like, 400 ideas.
uh
You know what I mean? So,
400.
like, w
Yeah.
yeah, like, we'll do that, like, we'll just kinda, like, spectate and, like, watch and observe and come up with ideas and stuff, but, in doing that, I witnessed literally 2 separate groups not disconnected from each other, like, you could tell they're literally on different radio frequencies, like, doing similar things on the server at the same time,
That's
which
so
was interesting
crazy.
to see. Yeah, but it's cool, I mean, it's easy to do GTA lore, stuff like that, you know what I mean? I love a good lore gang too. Like when people actually submit to role play within the tiny box of what GTA 5 or I guess other GTA um like leaning into the heavy lore aspects of it. Like if you're going to be a Vagos group but you're actually like Vagos and not like Scottish Vagos or Swedish Vagas or Finnish, like actual like Vagas. I used to have a Vagas character back in the day, Anastasia Oaxaca. You know what I mean? And like I love that shit. I love when it's just like straight to the lore, all that you care about. You're not, just a another similar group, but you happen to live in the barrio. And you know what I mean? I don't know. I wish people like devoted to the bits more. I wish people like really like deep dove the lore and spent way more time like I don't know, just like sticking to it. Just like work it out. If people aren't like biting on it, just keep going with it. Who cares, you know?
That's exactly what happened with
Do what you
me and
do.
Jimmy. Just like that one time that I think it was like my first ever server I played on, which was called Resistance (RIP). Um, I literally like would like bring around this wheelchair and just bring it around wherever I went. And in Jimmy's eyes, it was his girlfriend, his imaginary girlfriend, just sitting in the damn wheelchair. And I'd bring I wheel that chair all over the fucking place. I mean, everywhere. And finally, some guy stopped Jimmy. He was like, "Hey, like, is anybody sitting on that wheelchair?" He goes, "No." And he typed in chat. I was like, "No." He said, "Yeah, there's my girlfriend sitting on this wheelchair." And then the guy typed in OOC, is like, "Is there anybody really on the chair?" And I typed in no. He goes, "What the fuck?" And he just drove off. It was
Uh,
That was probably the greatest RP experience I've ever had. Just like I don't know, just going the extra mile, grabbing that wheelchair, just walking around, thinking that okay, there's someone in there. I'd also be talking to her, be like, "How you doing, sweetie? All right, you need a little back scratch? Okay, back. I'll scratch your back real quick for you, and just take it everywhere I could, and then having people be like, "Is there anybody really sitting?" Oh, and then that one time where a couple of cops took well, her name was Samantha, took Samantha and put her in a jail cell, and Jimmy had to break her out. And I'm pretty sure they probably absolutely knew Jimmy was going to do that because they didn't lock any of the doors. But it's also really cool. It's just like, oh my god, they unlock the doors, bruh. Damn, they don't really care about this place. And it just, yeah, that was probably one of the coolest little,
yeah.
yeah. And then also when Jimmy
I
had
love that.
Jimmy had Swamp Gang, he'd always transfer drugs underneath the sewers. That was really cool. Just so they wouldn't get pulled over by the cops. Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jimmy used to be really into like opiates, weed, just transfer over different places, get money. Yeah.
What the hell?
And we always get like banged up cars because we don't want to get speeding tickets. So the only fast they go is probably 50 or 40. And then we just go underneath the sewers. And if we need to go up on the upper ground, we just take them really slow. But yeah, we always bought the slow cars. Yeah. Swamp Gang, I think, lasted for about 6 months. Yep, Jimmy was
6 months
wild.
is that's
Yeah,
a significant chunk of time to be fair, you
yeah.
know?
6 months. We'd always every time we had to transfer some drugs or weed or whatever to another location, we'd always get the crappiest car with the last trunk space, and then we'd just fill the trunk up and just drive until it was opening for the sewers. Yep.
I love that.
Did it for 6 months, and then I made my Smiles character, and then the server exploded. Not literally, but pretty much just like the owners like, yeah, we're gonna not gonna be able to, not gonna be able to play here anymore. And then they closed it, and then yeah. Uh, oh,
Wow, dude. What the heck?
yep, yep. And then Jimmy ripped off some guy's face off. Got to mention that one time too.
What
That was yeah,
again with like the serial killing and the,
yeah.
you know?
I don't know what the fuck I was going through my head the whole
You go
time.
from like you don't wanna do any crime, but you wanna be participate in extreme violence. Like, I don't get it at all.
I don't get it either. But
It's
that
like a leap.
but let me tell you, the guy had a great idea. He
Huh.
I slashed me, ripped skin off, face, whatever. And the guy like asked if I could take him to the clothing store. Like OC asked me. Took him to the clothing store. He put the mask on that has the face cut off and actually wore the mask. So like you actually see it. And I was like, oh, that's fucking genius, dude. That's fucking genius. And yeah,
Good for him for
yep,
leaning into it.
yep, yep. And then and then he permanent. He died. I think he was like he'd been in the server for about a week. Yep.
Do you remember Kevin?
Kevin, the guy with no hands.
Kevin. Yes. He had
Yeah,
no arms.
no arms. Yeah,
Dude, what an era that was too.
yeah, stuff like that. It's like no one you never see anybody outside the box. Everyone's always inside the box, always being all comfy and all that. But
What's his
like,
name? Purple Ferrets. He recently reached out to us to ask if it was okay if he could play a character with no legs. And I was like, yeah, as long as you devote to the bit, and it's not like he's walking around with no legs, you know what I mean? It's he needs to be in a wheelchair or, like, crawling or whatever. But he did it. He tried he he did this whole, like, little role play arc of trying to join the police department, like, he wanted to be a cop on that character, and I was just like, logistically, I don't know how that's gonna work." We tried to get him to do PA, but that's the guy that plays Matt Wright, you know what I mean? Like, so he's been role playing here for
Oh my
a long
god, I
time.
have a great idea.
Okay, hit
Literally
me with a great idea.
try and get the cop to escort him and like say that he has a baby vest on and he can literally just escort him while running with him. Oh my god. And like could say that he has like he's in like
Dude, no, we
a
can't use him as a human meat
that
shield. That's not
but
appropriate.
how cool would that be though? Seeing him literally, oh dude. I have like a baby
Dude,
vest on
no.
too. Oh dude, we're cooking. Chat, we're cooking. Oh, we're cooking. That's good work. That's good work. Exactly. Let's make this
No,
happen.
dude.
Absolutely. Let's make it happen,
First of all,
Captain.
no way. That's just crazy.
Exactly. Mini me from Austin Powers type shit. Exactly. Exactly.
I was like, what is the how logistically would it work where he would, like, like, there's an argument to me, like, people that don't have legs can drive cars or whatever. It's like, okay, maybe he can drive a car, if even if he doesn't have legs, but then he has to get out, get a wheelchair, get in the wheelchair. Like, foot pursuits are just like he can't do them. You know what I
We'll
mean? Like,
just we'll just we'll
what's he
just
gonna
just
do?
just make sure he can only drive. Only drive. Can't do anything but only drive.
No, I told him he could go PA and then, like, there's a spot for him
I
there,
feel like a
but
baby vest would be such a
an
great
idea.
idea, to be honest with you. I feel like it's absolutely an idea. Uh,
He also would never be able to go into Air 1 because the elevator does not go up to the roof. You have to go up you have to go to the top floor, which is floor 4, and then go up a set of stairs to get to the roof and pee. So
joking, of course. Jesus. Sure, Aunt. Sure, you're joking. Sure. Okay. So with us closing, I'm gonna tell y'all the most horrible fishing story that I can ever witness in my life, which happened to me. Um, so basically, my papa really wanted me and my cousins to like stay the weekend at his lake house. And he was like, "All right, we're gonna go fishing at this time." I said, "Okay." Got on his boat. We're in the middle of this lake. I mean, smack dab right in the middle of it. Nothing,
yeah.
nobody's near us, whatever. And I take my fishing rod and I throw it, and I'm like, okay, and it sinks in the water, whatever. And I'm reeling at my rod or whatever, and I'm like, I got something. I really got something. I'm really trying to like reel it in. Like I got that thing. That pole is in like folding into the water pretty much, and I'm
Yeah.
really trying my best to really just fucking try to bring that fish in. And
Oh,
my
yeah.
papa he comes over, he's like, "Oh my god, okay." He starts putting his hands on my right. We're really trying. We're trying our
We're
hardest.
trying.
I mean, muscles in my back are starting to hurt a little bit. And then we
Yeah.
look over, and the hook has somehow managed to go underneath the boat, and it was actually attached to something underneath the boat.
Okay. So you were, like, pulling on, like, a log under the boat or
No,
something, or
it was something. It was attached to something underneath the boat. But
dude,
I was horrible
you were, like,
fishing.
stoked. You were like, "Dude, I
I
just
was
got a
like,
monster."
listen, listen. There's two things I'm scared of: fish and birds. Okay, the one time I was like, oh my god, I'm about to like
Oh.
overcome my fish fear right now because I caught a fish. No,
Yeah.
still got that fish fear. Yep, yep,
I'm with you on the birds. There's something
yeah.
not right about birds.
I just don't like birds. I don't like
You have
birds at
dead
all.
eyes.
They, I'm so scared they're gonna fly down and eat my eyeballs. To be honest with you, whenever I see a big flock of birds flying around my
Yeah, dude.
house, I immediately run inside. You
I
hate
just,
something.
like, I don't know. Birds are just I don't know. They're too intelligent, and there's no soul behind their eyes if you look at a bird. You just don't know what they're thinking, and they could just mess you up. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm good on no birds, no fish. So I'm just scared that fish are gonna like. My biggest fear is I'm trying to grab a fish and a fish just eats my hand. I know they don't have any teeth, but I'm just so scared that they're just gonna like gnaw my hand off and I don't have a hand.
Or
My
people go noodling where they, like, just, like, stick their fingers out and wiggle it so the fish will bite them so they can grab them that way. Isn't that
I'm
what they do? Do
I've
they wiggle
never
their fingers or they
I've
just
never
stick their
seen
fingers out? I don't know.
never saw one close up. They got dinosaur feet? Nope. So sorry.
Well,
Nope.
they're, like, related. I think that dinosaurs, like, had feathers or something. I think we're Same,
Yeah,
honestly.
I think something like that. But no, I've never. Yeah, nah. Birds, no.
Weird,
Sorry.
weird stuff.
Weird vibes. Do not allow these vibes. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the most embarrassing fishing story I think I've and honestly I have not fished since, just because they're
I mean,
wild
fishing
too.
isn't fun,
Well,
you
I
know?
mean, well, for here where I am, fishing is very fun to a lot of people. People love going fishing. Um,
Yeah.
People love it so much they always do it. But whenever it comes to me, like people are like, oh yeah, Alex, you want to go fishing? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'd rather just be at home and just not fish, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, no my luck.
Well,
Baboons,
monkeys.
monkeys.
Yeah, baboons are like the monkeys with
Oh, with the
the red
butts.
butt. Yeah, the red butt.
Honestly, I'd be
I
scared for
think
them to sit on my face. I'd be scared I'd be suffocated probably.
what?
You know,
Why would they sit on your face?
my face looks very
Why is
comfy.
that the fear?
Probably because I'm just
You would
scared.
have they would have to be able to reach it, or
They
you'd have to
could.
be on the
I'll
ground,
be
like,
laying on the ground enjoying the sun, and they just come out of nowhere and just poop right in my face, right there.
dude, that's not
I'm like, oh
I
my
feel like
god.
that's one of those irrational fears, I don't think that rationally you should be afraid of that happening. I think you should be more afraid of them, like, biting you or ripping your face
I'm
off,
just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm just saying. Can never be too safe. All right.
Dude,
All right.
okay,
Well,
Dev. When are we gonna do the next podcast?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I was thinking about trying to bring Shawnee into the next one maybe, and just talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
just I don't know, just talk about. She says she probably no one probably interested. I said I doubt that. Also, by the way, Monica, I can't tag
Huh.
any. I can't tag the allow list in the
Oh,
behind the role
that's
play.
embarrassing.
So how can you say they never tag you in the chat? Because
Well, they don't.
because because well, because I don't have access to that. But I thought about trying to bring Shawnee in and talk about Jimmy and Mandy's like relationship, and honestly and talk about how like long just see how much time, because
Well, now you can.
honestly I play kind of afraid of clowns. Honestly, I don't mind clowns. Clowns I feel like are pretty cool to me. I don't know. So I'm very fascinated about clowns just because like how it can go two ways. It can be you can love clowns or you can absolutely fucking hate clowns. And I just love that. I
Yeah.
love how clowns can be perceived as someone, is very just clowns are very cool, and also creepy clowns. I fucking love that so much, and I don't know why. That's just been which is why I have two clown characters. um, Funny special,
And a
true,
half.
true. Um, but I thought about bringing
Two and
Shawnee
a
on.
half.
What? How about now?
No, 2.5.
Oh, 2.5. Wait, two and a
Mr.
half.
Smiles. Mr. Ink counts as a clown.
Mr. Ink was not a clown. He was not a clown.
He's clown adjacent. What do
No,
you
no,
mean?
he's no fucking clown. Don't disrespect my boy like that. All right.
Boy, I don't know.
Oh, I can. Nice. Okay. But yeah, I just because he put a smiley face out of ink on fucking prison walls. Don't no.
He literally ran around in face paint and a mask.
They didn't. He
So
didn't run around with clay paint. He blackened his eyes out with ink, and then he put a mask on that had nothing to do with no clown stuff.
I feel like that's still clown adjacent.
Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted again.
Whatever. So Shawnee.
Yeah, Shoshani, I'm thinking about bringing her on just to kind of talk about just like I don't know, just to talk about like how does she feel about how it ended, and just like the process of us like actually trying to like go into like marriage RP, which I know a lot of people think is really cringe. Trust me, I get it, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like I root for my characters, just like if they go on dates with anybody, if they get a job, if they get a job at anywhere, I root for them. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I actually get this. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like some people do take RP a little too much sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And obviously, I'm not saying names or anything, but some people need to separate their fucking characters. There, I said it. There, I said it. And I'm not saying names, but I feel like some people need to, you know what I'm saying? Just separate some people. But I don't know. I feel like I never really had her on to talk about Mandy, and also she's not in Echo, which I mean I don't know, whatever. But I don't know. I thought that'd be kind of cool, and also I never really got to do that with her, just to kind of talk about just everything we've been through. To be honest with you, the beginning of the relationship was very kind of like it was a bit hard. I wouldn't say like hard as in like it's really difficult to know if she really likes me. No, it wasn't. It was hard because Jimmy's a fucking psychopath, and like his
Yeah, it's like a hard
mindset.
character to love. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
exactly. It was so hard. Like
Yeah.
even for me, I was like, I really want this to work, but I'm like, but Jimmy would do this at this moment. Like I'm sorry, but like what, for example, right? Jimmy brought over Mandy's favorite meal from Legacy was deep fried pickles and peach tea. That was her favorite. Jimmy came over and baby birded her the pickles and the the peach tea. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Baby birded her,
Yeah.
and she. Yep. Yep. And honestly, at that point, I'm so surprised Mandy stick through it. But you know,
She got a
but
great song out of it.
that's it. She did. She did. To be honest, ERP ain't good for you.
He's real.
New banner unlocked, by the way. Pog. Hang on, let me. Oh man, that's too good, bro. Jesus.
I feel like there's a lot of things I would do for my significant other. Baby birding food for them, probably not one of those. I would food process food for them and like feed it to them, but I'm not gonna. No, that's a little too far.
If you ain't baby birding your significant other, what are you doing if that's true love? Oh my god.
I don't know about all that.
And literally what I did was I ate the deep fried pickles, spit it in front of her mouth, drank some tea, spit in it. Now you're probably wondering how did Mandy how did she lay down and didn't expect it? Because I told her, I said, I laid down, I got a surprise for you. And I literally did Spider-Man, ate the food, ate the pickles, slash me baby birds in front of you, in your mouth, drank the tea. Yeah.
That's foul.
Yeah. And after that, we got married. I'm just kidding. That actually took a year for them to get married, which I like to think that's what the top clipper who took a clip? What you could pour tea in your mouth
Deserved.
and not baby bird it. True. Yeah, literally, exactly. The baby bird's their favorite meal. Exactly.
You could just give them the meal.
You could
Okay, is
bake. You
that a
could
hot
bake.
take?
You could.
Just give them their favorite meal. Hello?
Yeah, literally.
Ew.
Yep. All that. And after that, it was about that we weren't even dating at that point, to be honest with you. They weren't even dating at all. They that was like the first couple, that was actually the first couple of weeks that Jimmy actually told Mandy that he liked her. And then once he found out where she worked, which is right down below from Legacy. Remember when A was right there, the little repair place right before you go right until you get to the casino?
Yeah, when it was at the
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Right there. Yep. And so Jimmy would literally go
On
there.
Elgin, yeah.
And yeah. And honestly, it wasn't even a date. To be honest, I dropped her food off, baby bird to her, and then we went on our first date. But first date actually was because Jimmy asked her first date, and then Aria and JJ was stalking them, and she got hurt, and then so I had to take Mandy to the hospital because she also got hurt, and we met them as soon as we came to the hospital. Hey, what's going on? And they all freaked out, Aria fell down or whatever, and she did fall down from a mountain because we were going scuba diving.
Okay.
Yep.
Huh. Jeez, dude.
Do you baby bird on the first date? Honestly, OC probably not, but
No, dude. Wow.
but now
Mouth bacteria and stuff. Guys.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling extra frisky, so maybe third, maybe third. I need that emote, bro. I need that. I need that fucking emote, bro. That's too fucking good. I fucking love that emote. No, I've never done it. I'm
Ooh.
just saying hypothetically. Hypothetically doesn't mean I do it.
Uh-huh.
This means it means hypothetically, you know?
Like, theoretically, you could, but you shouldn't do
Single.
that.
Unbelievably single might have to go with Jimmy Strat.
Do not. Don't do that to yourself. That's a good way to get, like, I don't know, a battery charge. I don't know. That sounds gross.
Listen, it worked on Jimmy and Mandy, so obviously it's gonna work on somebody OC. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I
yeah.
mean, it did work for him.
It did. Literally.
Ugh.
Oh, see, look, she's seeing Baby Bird done it in a bar. Can you imagine how much diseases are in a bar?
How
Jeez.
much alcohol had to be ingested for that to seem like a good idea to a person, you know?
Honestly, I did it. No
Like, this is gonna
beers.
be hilarious.
No beers with me. You know.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. But
Okay. Wow. Yikes.
well, y'all really ashamed me, huh? It's a king for true though. That is a king for Jimmy. Just Baby Bird. Just, I mean, oh my god,
Yeah.
they were shit faced. I could do it sober, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So you've agreed you're gonna continue doing behind the role play. We're over this
Now,
hump of you no longer
now,
being
now, I wouldn't.
enthused. You are rusty, but
I am very rusty. We also, you know, I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, I have to wait and see what Shiny says, because honestly, I feel like only way I can do this show is if on my day off. And my next day
yeah.
off is Saturday, Sunday of this week. Next week will be Friday, and then after that be Monday. So
Mm.
so yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what Shiny says. If not Shiny, I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know who else would even want to do it. But also, by the way, I have to give enough
Yes.
heads up to Panda if she's able to draw, you know, someone
True.
else, because I don't know. But we'll have to see, you know,
Yeah,
exactly
dude.
what's
Absolutely.
in my hand. Panda isn't here, so she can hopefully hear me. But yeah, I think this is a good little almost 3 hour podcast. Very good
That's like
3 hour.
very typical for us, you know what I
Very
mean?
very typical. Very typical. Well, I mean, about 2 hours of that was probably like us just talking about
Yapping.
literally
We're talking
yapping.
about snow for probably
Oh
like an hour and
yeah,
a half of that,
true though.
honestly.
True, very true. Also, when are you gonna drink Jimmy's milk? Because like we're waiting for that, for real, for real. Like, now, if you're wondering
Yeah.
how to fix that, what you do is you get some milk. Your choice of milk can be, you know, who's the next guest you're gonna Baby Bird. It's a tough choice. Tough choice. I don't think Shawnee would like that, to be honest with you. Oh, we can ask her. I'll ask her. But basically, take some milk, any milk of your choice.
She's already done it once, so.
Oh, wait, do I still have the milk emote? Hang on. I wonder if I still have the milk bottle
Yeah,
emote.
I'm not like a fan of the idea of milk being the texture of beef jerky,
No, not
personally.
milk. No, it's beef jerky. Yeah, beef jerky textured milk. So it's like it's milk,
Yeah,
but it's like beef jerky textured.
that does not sound appetizing.
It doesn't.
Milk is milk textured. But the texture of beef jerky is not what milk is supposed to be. Milk is supposed to be milk textured, you know?
Now, I wouldn't say my next character. That's a Jimmy's trait, to be honest with you. Um,
And
now,
Jimmy's dead.
yeah, Jimmy's dead. So beef
Okay,
jerky
so
taste maybe.
Shawnee on, we're gonna skip this milk idea.
Chew the milk.
Then
Chew the milk. Exactly. Chew the milk.
ooh,
I don't know. I honestly have to wait and see what she says. Um, and yeah, I
yeah,
don't
there'd
know.
be cheese in that
I don't know. But
But maybe,
I have to, if
potentially,
not
or somebody
her,
else.
somebody else maybe, but obviously I feel like if it's somebody else, I'd have to give probably about a week for Panda to draw me somebody, and then it'd probably be that Friday, next Friday. But I don't know. Honestly,
Okay.
don't know. Always
Yeah,
be
I don't know
Jimmy's
either.
cousin. There can always be a Jim. Well, yeah. What?
I just want you to keep doing it. You know what I mean?
That's
It's like,
That's Zach. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the fuck. He be just be saying stuff. Like earlier, he said He said that bro. He said bro's setup is clean, dust free. What does that even mean, bro? All right, sorry. Not gonna lie, Baby Bird might pop
Cute.
off as a TikTok clip. Maybe. To be honest, maybe we need to throw a little. I think there's a clip somewhere of that of Jimmy Baby Birding Mandy's food into her mouth. I'm pretty sure.
Ew.
I'm pretty sure.
No way that's a clip.
I'm pretty sure. I just have to look through all my clips. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm entirely for sure though, but I'm pretty sure.
Maybe we can plan ahead next time. I don't think Floss is going to be able to come. I don't think he's feeling well. He had a dentist appointment earlier today. I think he's just like tired. Also, it's like late for him. He's like 6 hours ahead of me, so it's like what, like 10:30.
Ew.
So it's, and he gets up early. So maybe in the future we can get him. I'll come back if I have to, but it'd be nice for Floss to come in, and then we can maybe talk about some future stuff, some like things to come, and we'll just like leak it on the Behind the Roleplay podcast, and that way we don't have to have a community
Leak
meeting to
it. Leak it.
leak it here for people who show up. You know what I mean? A little like sneak
She
peek
pled not
of
guilty to a
stuff
couple of
coming.
charges, and there were
Am I
like
lagging? I'm so
40
sorry.
cops who just came to see how that was gonna play out. They were just all sitting there.
So someone clipped Shelly Snipes, and I guess you were talking about someone's character, and they clipped. What the fuck? Damn, y'all are crazy. Y'all crazy loony. I don't even know who that even is.
What do you mean? We were
Yeah.
talking about the Shelly Snipes trial. All the cops showed up.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I guess someone freaked out because you mentioned their character. Damn.
That was a good role play scenario though. That was like enjoyable. She's actually it's really rare. Like, let's talk on that for a second. It's really rare for people to even plead not guilty. She did to both of her charges, and she only got prosecuted with one, even though there were fucking 40 cops in the courtroom there putting the pressure on the judge to prosecute her. Like, he only landed one of the two charges on her. And I believe making a PowerPoint presentation to appeal to Astrid and Secor to make changes to how charges are given in San Andreas based on her court case. So it's actually very like fulfilling, very like um it's a very in-depth role play. A lot of people just don't bother going through with that. They kind of just like guilty, send me to prison. You know what I mean? Like it's they let it die, but not her. She fought it. Good for her, you know.
I don't know why you keep ending up on the roof.
I'm sorry. I was looking at someone about the raid. Just a little bear. Zilly is home. Oh, she's a dog. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Would y'all want to watch some dog RP? Question mark. Or Piper. Oh, it's the same. Oh, they're in the same little area. Piper Noel. Which one?
Oh, that's Brogan.
Sorry, I got on my little Twitch thing. Which would y'all like to go to? No, nobody wants to say anything. It's crazy.
I mean, just
That's
send
crazy.
Brogan, because Brogan can talk, right? She's like a human, and then she's with the dog, and so she'll be instructing the dog, I guess. So
I don't even know. I don't. Knock knock. Brogan Taylor, know you want to drop in and celebrate. Collaborate. What? What the fuck? Do I just collaborate with her? Should I just do that right now? Maybe.
I don't know what that does.
I just saw some crazy shit. Ooh, Soliette or whatever her name is. She added Victor Bozeman as like cry more. Oh, the tea
On Twitter.
Yeah, the tea.
Even my dog is popping off about it.
Oh shit. Of course. Listen, guys. I'll try and stream. Maybe might stream tomorrow. To be honest with you, on Max. Maybe.
That's what I was gonna say. You should stream your PA stuff, and I think you'll have a good time. Just make sure that you're don't be intimidated. It really like hurts me that you were like intimidated by that.
Well, because it threw me off. Yeah. It threw me off like so much because like typically I'm sorry that I overcharge you. I'll give you money back. But no, she was like, Your bird card was good for. Oh my god.
Yeah, you should, I know. She was upset because you overcharged her like
Yeah,
double,
yeah,
which
yeah.
very valid from her
Very
perspective.
valid.
You
Very
spoiled the
valid.
fuck out of her.
But this is my first time ever doing it. Like my first day,
Yeah.
first
She
hour,
doesn't know that.
first
She doesn't
hour.
know that.
Holy fuck! As soon as I gave him my shoe, okay. I was like, oh my god, money driven
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
people, money driven.
Yeah, you should see how people react when you put a boot on their car when they're illegally parked in the middle of an intersection. That's, wait till you see what happens then.
I
But
might,
you should stream Max. I
I
think
might, I
you'll
might,
enjoy
I
it.
might have to permanent max it next. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe a bullet
Yeah.
might hit Max's brain and it just change his whole personality to Jimmy's personality.
Oh, great. That's how we get Jimmy back.
That's how we get Jimmy back. Yeah. Oh fuck. Only been shot one time, PA, because of booting. I mean, I guess we'll see, But honestly, for what I've done so far, booting night tomorrow, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Yeah, maybe. Well, not night. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. Because typically,
Maybe you stream tonight. Maybe you
not
just like
tonight.
don't raid Brogan, and then I'll just leave, and you can just stream. We can just go straight to roleplay. Here
No,
in 19 minutes, dude. Server's
no.
about to restart. Now's a good time.
Already. Yeah. Why don't Piper fucking? Why don't she go in PA?
Because she's a fucking felon.
Oh,
She's getting expunged.
what? Damn, the call out. That's
Well,
crazy.
I literally gave her a fishing license yesterday, so
Oh,
on Blair. But she hasn't done any crime since August. She's doing very well.
that's good though. No crime.
Yeah.
Hopefully she can finish that out. You know, it's crazy. The first time I met her character was what was it? I can't remember. But I called her. I was like, hey, I really like your contest. Could we take pictures of each other? She said, sure.
Yeah.
So we met up, took pictures of each other, and then second day I text her, hey, how you doing? She's not too bad. I'm Rob. I'm doing an ATM right now. I was like, oh, so casual. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, no crime. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, that was like, and after that, we took some more pictures. And after that, I've never talked since, which is so crazy. That's right. I'm calling you out live on my fucking stream. What's up?
Wow. Alright, so I'll just say bye. You just keep streaming.
No,
and then in 18 minutes, server restarts, max headroom. And
What?
then he's going to be doing PA stuff.
Yeah, I got some other plans though. Unfortunately, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you don't like us.
I like you. I like you a lot, to be honest with you. Especially you, Zeke. I like you a lot. Yep, I said
Wow.
it live on stream. So you know it
Yeah,
has to be
Zeke's
real.
streaming too. He streams not even always RP. Sometimes this man be streaming World of Warcraft, and I'll just open it up because that's the homie. You know what I mean? So I'll open
Yeah.
up Zeke's stream. No idea, absolutely no concept of what's happening in his stream. But he's just like going to town on some like monsters or something in World of Warcraft. He's like level 4,000 or something. I don't know. He's, you know what I mean? He's like a veteran, a pro, and I'm just like, I don't know what any of this is.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I'd be pulling it up on
well.
my other screen.
I don't get well. I really don't. I've heard stories people be RPing on there. I'm like, bro, how?
I don't know. There's a lot of people that play it though. I've never done it because I'm just afraid that I'll get super into it like everybody else does.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't. Not for me though. I don't think for. Yeah, I don't know. But all right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining, hanging out for about 3.5 hours. I might stream Max tomorrow for PA. Absolutely, maybe. I will say it's really cool how Max does have PA 88 though. Just because if you get the reference, exactly.
That's good.
Spoiler
Good
alert.
stuff.
Spoiler alert.
Great roleplay.
Exactly. Great roleplay. All right. Well, go ahead. You started my RP on WoW. Really? We talking about like your character? You're talking about like just your roleplay experience as a whole.
What do you mean?
Well, she
Like,
said she
oh,
started.
like, is she playing the same character?
Exactly. Yeah.
Not, but
Exactly. But
she probably started
same character. Something could happen with a spell and made her human or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
could be.
Could be. As a what?
Somebody
Oh,
told
as a
Asher
whole.
that she had blood elf energy, and I had no idea what that meant. And then I found out it was a WoW reference.
You know what's crazy? Max dressed up as a blood elf for Halloween this year, and I love it so much. If anybody wants to see pictures, I might post them in media maybe. But I did really good on his Halloween costume, to be honest with y'all.
Hmm.
It was very quick because we were going to haunted house, and then Phoebe was like, "You better dress up, Max." I'm like, okay. And I threw this whole outfit on. Here you go. I feel like I did really good, especially with the hair and the eye patch and all that. It pretty good. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. But then of course, you know, next 2 days or whatever, I didn't get on Max, got on him again. Whole outfit's gone. And he just didn't, just his head was floating. I was like, oh god, let me go change real quick.
That's funny.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. What the? Okay.
Oh yeah, devotion.
All right, guys, I gotta go. I also gotta go pee again for the 5th time.
Dude.
I know. I'm drinking. Listen,
Wow.
how many times has fucking Zeke been pressing his fucking drink water button? Huh? How many times? Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Who are we rating?
We're rating Brogan. Is that his name?
Okay.
Brogan.
All
That's
right.
her
And I
name.
look forward to seeing you stream tomorrow. I genuinely do. And the next time, you know, when I'm the 5th, you know, I'm basically the host at this point. You may as well just like make room for me on the desk or something.
Okay. Well, you want to?
Maybe we'll stick to the agenda next time.
Maybe. Would you want it? Would you want to come to the next one? Because the only reason why I asked that because I know how busy you get. I don't really want to.
Yeah, I'm open to it. Just if you know, we vibe. We're chilling. And like I said, if you want to plan to get flaws on specifically, I'll probably be here for that because I mean I talk to that guy every day. So we can open him up. We're just gonna have to do it earlier in the day for real if you know, for him.
But now we know how to fucking do the character thing, to add the character to like to on here, which is
I just thought it would be funny to just like take the image of like the Rick Grimes figurine and just like throw it on the chair.
Sure. I don't.
It just like jumps or something when he talks. I don't know.
I don't really have it, but yeah, I'd be down for that though. Absolutely.
Something. Just you know, I figured we could. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Future us problem. But
yeah, future us
thank
problem.
you for having me again.
Of course.
It was nice to be here.
All right,
Thank you,
guys.
Panda, for my art from last time. I love it still. I actually got it this time. I've been sent all the versions except for this last one. So I just got it today for the first time, by the way. And I love it. Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Oops. Okay. I'm so glad you have it. All right. Well, guys.
Jet Looney, you're fired.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Jet Looney, you're fired.
Oh my god.
Full Meta, you're fired. Just so you know.
Damn.
I'm keeping Amy though.
Oh, Jesus. So everyone, if you don't mind just spamming Jimmy Sussy, if you don't have the emote, it's okay. Just spam just Jimmy Sussy in this person's chat about this braid right now, if you don't mind. So kindly, thank you so much. And also thank you so much, Zeke, and also Skin Credit for gifting. Oh my god, I can't believe fucking Zeke gifted 58 subs. Damn.
I know, dude.
Jesus. Animal. Lock you up. All right, bro. All right, see ya. Bye.